Take the winning drive to R.C. Hill Mitsubishi.
In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4.
DeLand and Ocala, rchill.com.
rchill.com. Time down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax title to qualified buyers.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we do have a good program for you this afternoon. We will get you caught up on what's happening in the world. We'll do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock hour, Stacked Animal House. Kenny Tallier dropping by from the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando. We'll also talk to Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel. We'll get Jack's Olympic update at 4:45. 5 o'clock hour, we'll do trivia. We'll end it up with You Heard It Here First. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social. Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, just at Jim Colbert Show. All day, every day, guys. JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can check us out on YouTube. You can also go to realradio.fm/watch. If you'd like to send a talk back, that's easy as well. Absolutely free. Grab the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack, and we will get you on the air. Superstardom right around the corner. What are you hollering at me about? What are you side-eyeing me for?
Oh, because we have the cutest puppy named Kayak.
Really?
Who's going to be here for Animal House with Kenny Tallier from the Pet Alliance.
What breed that is?
Cute.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah, so if you don't mention the dog's name, he's going to mope all day.
How you guys doing today? Everybody good on a Wednesday?
Oh, yeah. Beautiful weather out there.
Oh, yeah. Is that what he is? Oh, look at that little mother. Look at him. It looks fake.
She's going to be coming in at 4 o'clock today, so be with us on YouTube.
She looks fake.
Doesn't she?
I'm going to smear her all over myself. That way my dog goes absolutely bat-ass crazy when I get home.
That sounded gross.
Thank you. Appreciate that, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Smearing puppies. 3:02.
Yeah.
Good start.
How you guys doing today? Good? I've come to the conclusion, guys, you guys drive a lot, right? Well, Jack, you drive the least of all of us, I think, right? I mean, for your back to work?
My commute, yes, but I like to drive, so if there's any place we're going, I'm driving unless I'm drinking.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is, like, in your daily life, you really only drive, like, here and to from work on a normal basis, or no?
Yeah, I'm putting on probably 9,000 miles a year on my vehicle.
Oh, God, you lucky bastard.
I know, absolutely.
So lucky.
By design, because
right,
when I started as a commute, I was commuting from Melbourne to UCF to Maitland and back every day.
Yeah, we had a little event here at the station today. I was talking with Russ. I don't get to see Russ very often, but I was talking to him. We sat right across from each other at that thing, and I didn't get to talk to him about it, and we haven't. But he's got like an hour and a half commute every day because he lives
that's right.
over there in Polk County.
Winter Haven. Yeah.
You and I live in the Mount Dora, Lake County area.
Yeah.
So it's 35 minutes or so for us. And in the driving, I've come to a conclusion. Here's my conclusion.
What is that?
The more stickers that you have on your car, the worse the driver you are. If you put a lot of stickers on your car, and I'm not talking about the stereotypical, maybe you have one of our magnets on your car.
That just means you're cool.
Maybe a news junkie or a Monsters magnet, something like that. Maybe a Monster sticker. That's perfectly fine. One of those just to show your allegiance to something you like is fine. But when you start plastering stickers all over the back of your car and your window, you're telling me one thing. For one thing, irresponsible. Secondly, you cannot drive. 2 times today, I'm coming in, I'm behind somebody, it's like their car is sticker crazy, and they were the worst drivers ever. And they're not even old people, they're just young people with a lot of stickers on their cars. Wild. Have you noticed that?
No.
Well, the minute I started saying it, you started laughing like you're on board.
Because we know that you're going to overreact to whatever it is.
Well, that's my
and
job.
it's going to make us laugh.
It's my job. Yeah, it is crazy. It is one of those things. It's wild. And of course, it just happened 2 times a day. But I did get behind 2 cars today, and both of them, their entire back windshield was just littered with myriad stickers of any kind.
No, let's take a vote on exactly what stickers they were that made Jimmy so angry.
Didn't even read them.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I'm telling you straight up, guys, some of them were so faded you couldn't even tell what they were. One of them was for like a either SeaWorld. It had to be SeaWorld. It wasn't Marineland because those are shaped like dolphins, and I don't think that's open anymore. It's like a SeaWorld sticker. Disney stickers. Oh, my God, that's the worst.
It's got to be Disney stickers, Jack.
Yeah.
And people who've run marathons.
Yeah. Marathons.
26 tours or 13 ones.
Yeah. You got the Calvin family people.
Oh, love those.
Calvin Ping.
The Calvin Ping, and then I haven't seen those a lot lately.
Yeah, that's kind of run its course.
You
now
kind of have the family one where whatever it is, it represents their family.
Yeah, the stick figure, mom and dad, stick figure kids, stick figure pets.
What about Coexist?
Coexist is another good one.
Oh, that's got to be one that just drives you crazy.
Dude, that's
I don't like getting along. Don't tell me I got to get along.
And the O is a Star of David, is it not?
No, that would be the Star of David.
No, what I'm saying is when they have the Coexist, I've seen some of
representing
them.
the O.
Yeah, it has.
It has all the different symbols.
Yeah, all the major religions in there.
Yeah, no, I got to tell you.
Sorry, I got a little confused
I don't
there.
think it's a specific sticker, man. I just think if you feel so motivated to cover your entire car with stickers, that is a stone cold tell about what kind of driver you are. And it doesn't even matter what the content is. I've been behind people with stickers, like just church stickers and stuff, and they're hauling ass. And it's another thing, too. If you drive a small Cadillac SUV, get off the road. You don't deserve to drive because for some reason, everybody who drives a small Cadillac SUV is going 5 miles an hour. Fully dressed, fully done hair.
I noticed that when it comes to Corvettes. I have never understood Corvette drivers.
Why's that?
Because they have this beautiful piece of machinery and they're driving the speed limit.
Like you're driving 1 mile an hour over.
I think that's twofold. One is I paid so much for this, I want everyone to see it.
Exactly.
And the second one is because it's so unique, it's such an easy thing for police to look for, so they can't afford the speed.
Oh, yeah. That's
or I'm over the age of 65 and had to wait this long to be able to buy the car of my dream, and now I have a clean driving record for 4 decades. I don't want to ruin it because I have a Corvette.
I'm going to roll this thing everywhere. Yeah, my dad used to tell me, he goes, never buy a red or a yellow car because cops automatically zap those before they zap any other color car. Because people who drive red and yellow cars are more aggressive, faster drivers. They want people to see them. So they're more aggro. Don't know how accurate that is. Because I would drive a yellow Ferrari tomorrow. I wouldn't have any problem with it whatsoever. All right, 77031. Check us out on YouTube as well. That's realradio.fm/watch.
Yeah.
And another thing, too, is I want to bring this up, and we can do this on the texting service. We're going to bring it up a little bit later for a longer conversation as well. I saw this on Reddit today, which is becoming one of my favorite websites, by the way. Mm-hmm. Very interesting because it isn't adherent to any one particular thing.
Oh, who doesn't love the "Am I the A-hole" section? Everybody goes to that first.
I love that. But I don't search on Reddit. I just go to the top page and just start scrolling.
Oh, okay.
I don't really do any searches. I
just see what's going on.
I do the news, but the news really is the news in Reddit. It's kind of hackneyed because it's really older stories. You'll occasionally stumble across something that is relatively new, but for the most part, it's been regurgitated over and over. But Reddit had a really interesting story today, and I was asking you guys before the show what you think about this, and I'll ask you guys out there as well. A guy on Reddit says his wife is absolutely beside herself because his ex-wife is marrying a millionaire, like a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
And it, for some reason, is irritating the guy's current wife. Now, the guy himself doesn't have a problem with it.
Wait, this is his ex-wife who's now marrying a multimillionaire, and the new wife has a problem with it?
And the new wife is mad about it. Like he says she's obsessing about it. The fact that his ex-wife is marrying a millionaire, it's almost like she's saying, and I'm stuck with you. It's almost like that's what she's saying.
Oh,
but
wow.
Oh, hell.
I didn't even think of that.
It's almost
he
like
chose poorly.
Yeah, that's called annulment.
And my question is this: like, no, I've only been married one other time. You know, my ex-wife has passed, God rest her soul. But when we got divorced, I did not care at all what she did, with the exception of one thing. I did not want. We had an agreement, like, you know, we would not introduce anybody to the children until we were dating them for a while, and we thought it was safe, and we had conversations about it. That was like one of those things. And I think a lot of divorced couples do that.
Yeah.
If kids are involved, you're like, you don't want to.
You don't want some rando around your children that you don't know.
Right,
that goes for men and women.
That your old man picked up at a club the night before.
Yeah.
You're not going, going to the show with him the next day. That would be our only thing. And I think that's a respectful ask of both parties in a divorce scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I did not care if she married a guy that was worth $100 billion. It wouldn't have bothered me one bit.
But this is even one step removed from that.
It
It's
is.
not your ex. It's what your
Right.
spouse thinks of your ex.
It would be like my wife, Tori, being upset that my ex-wife would have married somebody really wealthy. And she would have been at me the whole time about it, like as if I could do anything about it.
Or would want to.
But I don't understand the mentality there. That's why I brought this up. What is that, though? What do you think that is? I don't understand why that would be the case. Like, why? Because you think maybe there's a bad blood between the current wife and the ex or something?
Sounds like jealousy.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like jealousy.
So there was some level of bad blood between them, and so they are now that person's enemy, right?
Yeah.
And your enemy just hit, let's call it the lottery.
Right, yeah.
And so she's jealous of the success that her, quote, enemy is experiencing.
Right.
Which is terrible because all that energy she's pouring into her enemy's marriage, she's sucking the lifeblood out of her own.
Yeah. My ex never said a word about my current wife. And I never said anything about
Well, to your face.
I mean, she probably said some stuff, but she didn't. Like, there was no perceived jealousy or anything like that.
Oh,
There
hell,
was
take 'em, man.
Yeah, no,
Take
none of
'em.
that. She didn't care. You know, when it's done, it's done. Did you, like when you and your ex divorced, did you really care? I mean, you didn't have any kids involved. I mean, did you care who he dated?
He moved back to England.
Right, and
so it wasn't like we were running into each other at the same nightclubs or the same hangout
And there's
spots.
no social media at that point.
And
so.
there was no social media then. So there was no way to track each other down and become obsessed with each other's lives. And no, I mean, yeah.
And I guess the overall question for you guys who want to text the show 77031, and we can bring this up a little bit later, I'm sure, but if you get divorced, do you really care if your ex goes on to marry somebody very successful or maybe famous or maybe, I don't know, in a better position than you are financially? Does it bother you if that's the case? If a guy leaves a woman and then starts dating somebody who is really, really good looking or successful or whatever, do you think that guy gets, I don't really know dudes that do that. Like, they're just.
I would say, what's the age group?
Yeah, I think that's kind of important. This seemed to be like a mid-30s scenario.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Again, you can always text us at 77031.
What was that, Jack?
She's after the money, right?
But how can she be? She's
well, she's mad.
Yeah. She's mad.
She's mad she didn't marry a millionaire, a multimillionaire.
Yeah, but just the fact that and it's back to what I was just saying earlier. The person she now perceives as her enemy, the ex, just totally
won the lottery,
and she's just
tearing her apart.
Yeah, which it says so much.
It does.
Only about her.
Oh, it does. There's no question. I mean,
and no one else in this scenario.
And the guy is going to have his hands full because you know what's going to happen now. It's going to be, did you see where they went on their honeymoon?
Oh, yeah. You better.
Did you see where they went on vacation?
You better delete that
Facebook. He bought her a Birkin bag.
Hey, you better delete all that stuff, dude. That's going to make you nuts.
I'd be calling my ex and say, please, just block my wife. Yeah. Please block my wife from your social media.
Would it drive you crazy? Like if you and Naomi separated?
It would drive me nuts.
If she married like a multimillionaire?
Oh no, that.
Oh yeah, that would drive me nuts. I wish I would marry the multimillionaire. You know what about?
All right, what do you get for news, Deb?
I don't want to
work. Who does? We owe. It's off to work we go. Officials provide an update on the avalanche in California. Closer to home, a botched IVF case goes to court here in Orlando. And isn't anything sacred anymore?
Oh, I hate that you even say that. God only knows what's next.
The new claims about Reese's peanut butter cups.
No, don't you dare. Come on now. I got no time for this today. Already I'm lacking sleep. the last thing I need is you taking down an American icon.
We'll talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News.
All right.
Gird your loins, gentlemen.
77031. Back in a sec with Deb's News and more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Crews working on an accident blocking the shoulder I-4 westbound before State Route 46. Also, accident blocking the right shoulder I-4 westbound at State Route 408, and heavy traffic this afternoon. Florida's Turnpike northbound between Clay Wally and Osceola Parkway. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by NobleGoldInvestments.com. Ready or not, retirement is coming. If your portfolio isn't built for market ups and downs, Noble Gold Investments can help. Learn how easy it is to protect your savings with physical gold and silver. Get your free wealth protection kit at NobleGoldInvestments.com. That's NobleGoldInvestments.com.
We're really going through some wild temperature swings right now, right? In the 90s possibly on Friday, then back into the 60s on Monday. And that proves why having the best windows and doors are so important. Renewal by Andersen is celebrating Free Window February. For a limited time, buy 4 replacement windows or doors and get the 5th free. It's a smart way to boost your comfort, protection, and energy efficiency all at once. And that's because they help reduce heat transfer, block UV rays, and keep your home more comfortable year-round. Even better, many homeowners notice a difference immediately. Quieter rooms, fewer drafts, and AC systems that don't have to work as hard. And with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months, upgrading has never been easier. Here's what Robert had to say. Our experience with every employee of Renewal by Andersen was exceptional. The windows that were installed are better than expected. A big thank you. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today. 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Good luck surviving the offseason, football fans.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Football's over, it's like a part of me just died inside. 200 days till football's back, but tonight I won't just cry, cause I've got a ways to play. And that's the place with Hard Rock Bet, I will survive.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Want a beautiful white vinyl fence but thought you couldn't afford it for less than $5 a day? Only $125 a month. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot vinyl fence and transform your backyard. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
People don't listen to radio ads. While you're driving or making a sandwich, your subconscious pays full attention. So relax. Let it take over.
Sunday makes yard care simple with a custom plan based on your soil, climate, and yard size. No pesticides, no harsh stuff.
Custom Sunday Lawn Plan.
Order today and get your
Custom Sunday Lawn Plan.
ready for the season ahead. Sunday, a smarter, healthier yard.
Looking for a workout that doesn't feel like a workout?
At Crush Yard, wellness is all about movement, connection, and fun, no matter your skill level. Whether you've never picked up a paddle or you play every week, pickleball gets your body moving and your stress levels down. Adding great food, refreshing drinks, and a social atmosphere, and it's wellness you actually want to show up for. Learn more at CrushYard.com.
Are you a fraud-paying American? 1 in 4 tax-paying Americans have been victim of identity fraud. With LifeLock, your identity, if it's stolen, they fix it guaranteed or your money back. And last year, billions in refunds were stolen. Could be from your salary, overtime, or second job. Gone. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim. Because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms do apply.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Are you a fraud-paying American? 1 in 4 tax-paying Americans have been victim of identity fraud. With LifeLock, your identity, if it's stolen, they fix it guaranteed or your money back. And last year, billions in refunds were stolen. Could be from your salary, overtime, or second job. Gone. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim. Because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms do apply.
This month, iHeartRadio is celebrating the stars of the 2026 Winter Games. Raised in the mountains of Silverthorne, Colorado, Red Gerard is a snowboarder. After shocking the world with a gold medal as a teenager in 2018, he's matured into one of the most consistent riders on the mountain. Known for finding creative lines that no one else sees, he brings a smooth, effortless style to the slopestyle course. Gerard drops in at Milano Cortina looking to climb back to the top of the Olympic podium. For more Winter Games gold, search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
My favorite sticker is the one I saw with an Empire Walker from Star Wars blowing up a stick figure family, and at the end it says, "The Empire doesn't care about your stupid stick figure family." Love it.
Aggro. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show right here on Real Radio 104.1. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it very much. Tons of text on that first segment, guys. We'll get to those in just a little bit for sure. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack is right over there. Yep. And Deb has your news. Let's get it.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, does this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
And as always, JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. 8 skiers who were missing after an avalanche have been found dead in California, unfortunately. Nevada County Sheriff Shannon Moon said 1 skier remains missing near Lake Tahoe.
We did have a conversation with the families of the folks that are still outstanding, and let them know that our mission has went from a rescue to a recovery.
Moon said 15 people were impacted by the avalanche and 6 were rescued. Officials say it took search and rescue teams hours to reach the survivors, who were all suffering from various injuries, and transport them to safety due to extreme weather conditions. This now marks the deadliest avalanche in U.S. history.
That's wild. You know, it really is amazing that they found them, for one thing, and amazing that they were able to save some, because at first it was like 15 of them, right?
It is 15, yeah.
Yeah, and then
6 were rescued.
Right, exactly. Then I was just kind of watching the count. I was going forward, and they were finding one occasionally. But man, if you like, I read about a French avalanche years and years and years ago, and it's just kind of amazing. It says when it comes down, as it moves, when you get caught up in it, you think, well, it's just snow.
No,
but you don't realize the weight of it. It literally seals you in like concrete.
Yeah.
Like you can't move, you can't do anything.
Anybody who thinks that has never had to shovel it.
Yeah, it's and we're so far removed from that just climate and atmosphere.
Right.
You forget that avalanches are a thing.
a huge thing. Yeah.
It really is. It's weird. Every area has its own kind of anomaly that does like that. You could never imagine that you could be in knee-deep water in the ocean. Next thing you know, you're getting swept out to ocean, but it happens all the time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like everybody's like, well, it's a knee-deep. How could it possibly hurt you? Next thing you know, knocks you down and gone.
Or even sharks in deep water.
Yeah.
What? Come on, man.
All right. Also,
That's not fair.
Also out west, investigators, this is fascinating. Investigators are hoping Nancy Guthrie's pacemaker will provide some clues about her disappearance as the search for the 84-year-old mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie continues in southern Arizona. Listen to this.
The pacemaker company from day one we've been involved with, touched, and they've been very cooperative with us. And today, as we speak, we're still working with that.
So Pima County Sheriff Chris Nano says the pacemaker disconnected from a monitoring app on Guthrie's cell phone the morning she was reported missing. Authorities earlier said they were using a, quote, signal sniffer, end quote, to try to ping the pacemaker. So the sniffer reportedly needs to be within 30 to 100 feet of the pacemaker in order to work. But Jimmy, we were talking about this before the show, and you were saying that they're sweeping wide swaths of area in an attempt to try and pick up this digital signal from her pacemaker.
Yeah, they said they could amplify this signal and it could pick up possibly within 800 feet of it. And what they're doing is they're looking for the pacemakers sending out a Bluetooth signal to the app, trying to connect. And although it's not connecting because the app is too far away, this super sniffer thing or signal sniffer thing can actually find those faint signals of Bluetooth, and that's what they're looking for. Then the only thing is, I don't know how long a pacemaker battery lasts, because even if she's passed, even if she's not with us, theoretically that thing can still find her because the pacemaker would still be sending out the signal.
That I'm not sure of.
I'm not either. That's why it's kind of a question,
Well, we do have the smartest audience in talk radio. They can let us know at 77031. And then in another new update, the authorities are now leaning on genealogical DNA to help them find the background of the DNA that was found in that glove. So
pacemaker batteries are designed to last 5 to 15 years. However, that might require the person to be alive after, if she expired after death. It can last for several weeks to months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the hope is, even if she has passed, one, they'll be able to pinpoint probably her exact time of death because of the pacemaker. And then if the signal is still giving off. And then, of course, we've seen a lot of inroads with cold case crimes using genealogical DNA.
Yeah.
So let's hope they get a hit on that.
Yeah, get on that GEDmatch website.
Yes.
I never even thought about that. You're right.
Didi Moore, I think, is the name of, she's the genealogical brainstorm when it comes to, connecting those dots.
Crazy.
It is. All right. President Trump may get his name on a South Florida airport. The Florida House voted yesterday to rename Palm Beach International Airport as President Donald J. Trump International Airport. A similar bill has passed a committee in the state Senate. Miami Gardens Democratic Senator Shervin Jones, however, says he has ethical concerns that Trump could benefit financially from the name change.
Donald Trump, are you serious?
I'd be shocked if he wasn't.
Who would assume that?
All right.
The guy suing our own IRS for $10 billion?
Yeah. Oh, but he's going to give the money away.
No. That's the wrong one.
Oh.
That's a different case altogether, buddy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's a different case.
Oh.
You can't mix those cases up. That's what amateurs do. He's suing our own IRS for $10 billion because they released his tax returns. The tax returns he was supposed to release already.
Yeah.
The only other president since Nixon not to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, just waiting. All right. Governor Ron DeSantis is trying to get a new amendment to the Constitution, not the Florida Constitution, the U.S. Constitution. He's in Kentucky today to ask that state's lawmakers to urge Congress to propose a balanced budget amendment.
There's people that are concerned about the fiscal trajectory of the country. I mean, I think this is not just a legitimate issue. I think it's a very pressing issue.
Well, it may be an uphill climb. To get an amendment added to the Constitution, you need a 2/3 vote in both the House and the Senate, and then 3/4 of the states need to approve it. The last time an amendment was added to the Constitution was how many years ago, do you think?
27th Amendment? I'm going to go 50 years ago.
Wow. I'll go 65 years ago.
35 years ago. Points, Jack.
Wow, good job.
Florida has had a balanced budget amendment since 1992. All right. From the No Sherlock files. Man, you got to be real careful with that.
Yeah.
Florida Congressman Jimmy Patronis is warning that efforts to cut property taxes could backfire. No. Are you serious?
What's going to happen? And what do they say?
Oh, just about everything.
right.
Patronis told WPTV, that's up in the Panhandle, that exempting homestead properties from taxes would then shift that burden to apartments and commercial buildings, driving up rents. And we know they can afford that.
Yeah.
He says homeowners do deserve relief, but lawmakers need a more balanced plan. The debate continues in Tallahassee as Governor DeSantis and legislators explore ways to address rising housing costs across the state.
Do you know what the 27th Amendment was?
I don't. That's what I was trying to remember.
That's the most recent one, 1992. It passes, Deb mentioned. The latest amendment added to the U.S. Constitution prohibits any law varying the compensation of senators and representatives. So any law changing their pay rate from taking effect until after an election of representatives has occurred.
Okay, there you go.
It was originally posed in 1789, took over 200 years to ratify.
Wow. Well, good luck, Ron.
Yeah.
Wishing you the best. Look, I'm down for it. I think we do need a balanced budget, but my gosh, man, that's tough. That's a tough. And those boots?
Well, you can see better. A Brevard County couple is suing an in vitro fertilization clinic. Tiffany Score says she gave birth to a child that is not related to her or co-plaintiff Stephen Mills, and they think the record-keeping system at IVF Life Incorporated broke down. Dr. Mark Trollis, who is not connected to the case, tells Fox 35, yeah, that is possible.
One step outside of the checklist can result in catastrophe.
Yeah, apparently.
Oof.
Yeah. Score and Mills say they want to contact the child's real biological parents as soon as possible. Their lawyer says time is of the essence because of parent-child bonding issues. The judge has ordered both sides to give their weekly status updates.
Wow.
Someone has some splaining to do.
Oh, yes, they do.
Over in our neck of the woods, Jimmy, deputies are still investigating after a body was found in a grassy area of Lake County. And they can't figure out if it came from the 429 and then onto 46, or this person was maybe walking along 46 and
got hit.
The gruesome discovery was made near State Road 46 and Sleepy Bear Lane earlier today. The victim's identity and cause of death have not been released. Detectives, at least earlier, were on the scene still gathering evidence. The roads were closed down. Didn't affect the 429 at that time, but the mystery kind of deepens as to what is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, what is going on? We had, speaking of what is going on, Central Florida heat wave. You heard that right. No last blast, mister.
Yeah, I know. I missed it because there's another one coming.
There is another one. Is expected to make way for a wintry chill next week. The National Weather Service says temperatures will reach as high as the 90s on Friday and Saturday before a cold front arrives on Sunday. Forecasters say the front is going to bring rain and winter-like temperatures that will last through early next week. Highs will be in the 50s and 60s on Monday and Tuesday.
I'm done. That's enough.
40-degree drop?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
40-degree swing.
But in the meantime, it's going to be in the 90s when we're in Mount Dora on Friday.
Yeah. Which is great.
That is great. Better that than 50s.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll take that.
Is it?
Yes. Remember how cold it got at the Harley dealership when the sun went down, dude?
Oh.
Yeah, you put on a sweatshirt and things are great.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that great, Jack. You're Jersey good and you're Wisconsin good. I'm Orlando bad when it comes to heat.
All right. In case you didn't.
You know what? Late afternoon, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
Exactly. In February as well.
More of a party atmosphere.
All right. You may have noticed some folks sporting a little extra accoutrement today.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because it's Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
And Father Alberto Coutier, rector of St. Benedict's Episcopal Church in Plantation, says the next few days are very important.
Because the truth is we have 40 days from 40 nights. We talk about Jesus fasting. But it's also now, I think, in the 21st century, a challenge to get people just to connect with Lent. The fact that we're actually having Lent. We need it.
Yeah, Lent ends on the evening of Holy Thursday before Good Friday, which is on April 3rd and marks the season of prayer, fasting, preparing Christian believers for Easter by mimicking Jesus' 40 days in the desert, focusing on repentance, spiritual renewal, and self-discipline through sacrifice and charity.
Do you guys not do the Ash Wednesday thing? I mean, I'm not asking to be, controversial by any means.
No, not at
I'm
all.
just asking the question because you guys are both primarily Catholic, right?
Yeah, just Catholic.
Yeah, Catholic, yeah. Jack, Catholic as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly because it's the noon mass, and that's when I'm starting to get ready for work.
Right.
And even today, I looked at the clock and I was like, damn.
And I think that's why I asked, because I really don't understand the protocol. Like, I don't understand. Is there one time you can go and get it, or is it all day where you can go in? You can talk from 8 till 5. You can drop in and get your ashes. I don't know.
It depends on your church.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, and they do a service. You come up, they spit on it, boom, boom, boom. You're good to go.
Spit on it.
Yeah, you always got to put a little spit on it.
Easy.
Now, Jack, isn't it the petitions from Mass? That's what they burn to create the ashes.
The palms, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's the palms.
Yeah,
the palms.
Palms from Palm Sunday.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
From previous years.
Yep.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And then you have to decide if you're giving up something or going to do an act of service for Lent.
You know, one of the most successful things I ever did was, and I was a little nervous to do it because it was through company email, but I just said, sent out an email to, fellow staff members. I said, listen, it's Lent. Instead of giving something up, I'm going to pray for other people. So if there's something going on in your life, completely confidential, reach out and let me know. Guys, you would not believe the amount of coworkers that actually reached out and said, for various reasons, I need your prayers.
Dude, that's crazy. Every time I go on Facebook and somebody does one of those anonymous, hey, I can't really say what's going on, but our family needs prayers, inevitably those are the most reacted to Facebook pages that I see outside of national stuff.
Deb, check your email.
Okay.
Spill the tea on this. What were they asking for?
No, I'm not. No.
Oh, come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
This guy's impossible.
Come on.
You need to go.
Yeah, you need to go to church, dude.
You need to go to
You
confession.
need to cover yourself in
And
ashes.
Jack, I have a story just for you.
What do you got?
What if I...
Baby, we were born.
Yeah. The boss is headed to South Florida, y'all.
Yeah, I heard, yeah.
Bruce Springsteen announcing his Land of Hope and Dreams tour. You didn't hear about this?
I did not.
Jack, you're on the mailing list.
The tour, the spring tour.
I don't go on Facebook.
The spring tour begins March 31st in Minneapolis, and there's one Florida date.
Mm-hmm.
One
Florida date. April 23rd at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. Tickets.
I know where I'll be April 23rd. Not there.
I know, you'll be somewhere else.
No.
You're on vacation.
No, he's not.
Isn't that?
Well, my wedding is 2 days after that, so he could
the
actually
25th.
take in
I could.
Bruce Springsteen's concert
Oh, it's a Friday night thing?
in
and then
Sunrise.
No. Your wedding's a Saturday, right?
Saturday the 25th.
So this is a Thursday.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. Yeah, you'd have to take off time. We're not allowing that. Sorry. I'll call him and let him know you're going to be there.
One Florida date again, April 23rd at Amerant Bank Arena in Sunrise. Jack, tickets on sale Friday at noon. There are no pre-sales.
There are no pre-sales?
No pre-sales.
I may get. I went to Sealand and I went to see him at Sunrise. Before.
Oh,
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that ticket's only going to be about, let's see, $6.1 gazillion dollars.
That's worth it.
And those are nosebleeds. Matter of fact, that's just you listening to it on a transistor radio from Orlando. Still $100 million.
A couple years ago, last time I saw MetLife Stadium, that giant stadium in New Jersey, it was about 165, and that was upstairs. Close.
Yeah. High five in the moon.
Yeah. not in the back upstairs. Upstairs, closer to the
to God.
Edge. Yeah. No, what? Closer to the edge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And God.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Closer to God in a different way.
He's like, do you need a jacket?
Right, exactly. All right, real quick, a couple of food notes. You may or may not have heard that a federal judge says Buffalo Wild Wings can keep calling a menu item, quote, boneless wings, even if they are pretty much just chicken nuggets. The ruling Tuesday came after a customer's lawsuit claiming the restaurant chain was committing fraud by not serving him wings that had been deboned.
This is the Red Bull has wings scenario, right? People just look for these things to do, right?
The judge said that reasonable customers would likely not be fooled as to the nature of the so-called boneless wings. The court has given the plaintiff until next month to provide any additional info to show that Buffalo Wild Wings is committing a deceptive act.
And then put that idiot on Knucklehead Island.
Exactly.
One night. Just one night.
Right.
You don't
All
have
by
to stay for
himself.
long, but that's stupid. You're wasting our
Yeah,
time.
and come on, man. Buffalo Wild Wings had a tough couple years. Cut them some slack, my God.
All right, so get ready for the next one because the Hershey Company
Okay, now.
is denying an allegation that they've changed the ingredients for Reese's peanut butter cups.
What do you mean change the ingredients? It's two ingredients.
No, the grandson of Reese's founder. This is the grandson of Reese's founder, H.B. Reese.
Oh, not that guy. He's the worst of all the Reese's.
Claimed in an online post that his family's iconic formula of milk chocolate and peanut butter has been replaced with compound coatings and peanut butter style creams.
So it's not actual peanut butter.
Hershey responded on Tuesday, saying their peanut butter cups are made, quote, the same way they've always been, end quote. The confectionery giant, pay attention to this part, the confectionery giant acknowledged there are, quote, product recipe adjustments. Isn't that corporate speak for, HB Reese is right. Yeah, to make new shapes and sizes, but said the essence of Reese's products is still, quote, the perfect combination of chocolate and peanut butter, end quote.
Yeah, it's good. I disagree if it's perfect. There's plenty more peanut butter and chocolate, like really nice stuff out there that's way better. But I will tell you the one thing that has changed for sure. Remember when we talked about the Twix bar?
Yeah.
And I told you guys the chocolate in the Twix bar was different?
Like waxier
Yeah,
almost.
it was way waxier. And I'll tell you, the reason why I know that is I used to contend, and for a long time, that the Twix bar, not Twix, I'm sorry, Kit Kat. Kit Kat bars had the best chocolate of all the bar products. It was the actual, because you could put it in your hand and it would melt pretty quick, which is usually a sign that it's got a lot of butter fat in there. It doesn't do that anymore. It doesn't have that same thing. Matter of fact, when you put it in your mouth, it actually takes it a minute to melt in your mouth.
Ew.
Whereas Kit Kat chocolate back in the day would do that immediately.
Yeah, exactly. And then you'd have that little special treat on your
my
fingers.
God.
And
Man, a good Kit Kat back in the day was the joint.
Let's get down.
And don't get them cold. Whoever does that.
Well, why do they put our chocolate in the cold vending machine? It ruins it.
Because it's the same one where the sodas are, and no one wants warm soda.
I guess. All right. Well, that concludes your JCS news.
Warm soda.
407. Thanks, Eeyore.
I just
so appreciated.
No bother.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Back in 1 sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Stay put.
Real Music Weekends are classic alternative. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
The U.S. women's hockey team faces Canada in tomorrow's gold medal game, looking to avenge their loss from the Beijing Games in 2022. Forward Kendall Coyne says the team is ready.
And to rely on their experience, rely on their preparedness, and we're ready for this moment.
The Americans dominated Canada in round-robin play. Meanwhile, at the Olympics today, gold for the U.S. as Michaela Schifrin wins the women's slalom.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. Mainly clear skies through the rest of the overnight tonight. Temperatures sinking down into the mid and upper 50s. And we're going to be in for another gorgeous sunshine-filled day tomorrow. Temperatures, though, are heating up. We're seeing those temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Taking a look Thursday and Friday, upper 80s on Saturday, but don't get too comfy. Temperatures will be cooling down as a cold front moves through on Sunday, bringing us in some scattered showers.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Chumba Casino and I teamed up on a new social slot game. It's called Ryan Seacrest 10K Ways. Every spin brings a fresh, fun twist, making it the perfect escape to your day. Only at Chumba Casino.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Man, no question. The new year is a perfect time to refresh your home with Benjamin Moore paint at Tools Ace Hardware. That you can discover thousands of beautiful Benjamin Moore colors, including that new 2026 Color of the Year Silhouette. And at Tools Ace Hardware, their knowledgeable associates are ready to help you one-on-one with your next paint project. And guys, they have it all size and style brushes, all size and style rollers, all the tape you need, all the drop cloths. It's all right there. Just visit one of Tools Ace Hardware's 14 convenient Central Florida locations, or just shop online at acehardware.com for convenient in-store pickup or local delivery. And that's even on paint. It's Tools Ace Hardware, your local helpful place.
You're one of those people trapped in those horrible timeshares. Now, that is why the only timeshare exit company that I endorse is LoneStarTransfer.com. They create a customized exit plan for your specific situation. And then lastly, their team will execute it all start to finish. Call my friends at Lone Star Transfer today. It's 833-594-0075, or check them out on the web at LoneStarTransfer.com.
Whether it comes to reducing your energy costs or maybe heating the water in your pool, use the sun and do it with Solar Source. Solar Source is a company that's been harnessing the power of the sun and helping over 70,000 Central Floridians save money on their electric, heat their water, and you make their pools usable all year long. Again, SolarSource.com. That's who I trust for solar, and whether it's you want to use your pool in the winter to enjoy parties, workouts, because right now it's nice out, but guess what? You're not going in your pool, but would you if the water was a little warmer? I think you might. Go to SolarSource.com today, and for as low as $29 per month, you can start heating your pool. Turn to your pool for the ultimate family hangout spot at SolarSource.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need anytime the motivation hits, so you can give everything you've got. With most clubs open 24 hours, you've got access to our best-in-class equipment to tackle early morning reps, late-night miles, and every workout in between. Join the club today and save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 27th.
Planet Fitness is the official fitness center of the Orlando Magic and Orlando Solar Bears.
See club for details.
Climate NS adhesive helps homes survive hurricanes and tornadoes. Climate NS is a revolutionary construction adhesive. When applied throughout the wood frame of a home, Climate acts as a shock absorber. Strong, Climate walls are nearly 3 times stronger than walls built with nails. Resilient, Climate can take repeated punishment from heavy winds. Find out how this remarkable adhesive can help Florida homes better survive hurricanes at ClimateAdhesive.com or see for yourself at the International Builder Show in Orlando, February 17th through the 19th.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
There's no championship league for small business owners, but if there was, you'd be at the top of the standings. Because going pro with Lenovo Pro means you've got the winning formation, one-on-one advice, IT solutions, and customized hardware powered by Intel Core Ultra processors help you stay ahead of the competition. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. Sign up for free at Lenovo.com/pro.
Lenovo. It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line. But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
Now back to the Jim Colbert Show.
Everybody was kung fu
JCS crew.
What up, dude?
Dude, I represent the show, man. From the Monsters in the morning to Jim Colbert in the afternoon. I have a Monsters magnet. I have 3 News Junkie magnets, and those are in play. And a Jim Colbert Show magnet on the back of my car. I do have some Disney stuff, but you know, it is what it is with that. You know I love Disney, and you know I love cruising, bro. And, dude, I'm in the backyard of a house that I'm working on in Vero Beach. Yeah. And it's like in the inlet. There's 4 yachts.
Oh, God. I'll take the middle one.
Master Jimothy, did I hear correctly that you say the word amateur as opposed to amateur? When you go to the movies, Jimmy, tell me, do you go to the theatre or the theater?
It's pronounced the same way.
Your uncle loves you, though.
Thank you.
Baby.
Thank you, evil uncle.
Could y'all imagine how bad of a mood Deb would be in if she gave up cigarettes for Lent?
Oh.
That would be like the end of the world.
For you.
You're right.
Let's do it.
For everybody within a 50-foot.
Let's all quit smoking cigarettes for Lent.
Yay.
How about smoking everything for
Okay,
Lent?
deal.
407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031.
Hey, boy, here's the only clean edge one among us.
Oh, right.
How
right.
dare you? How dare you?
You're the one who kicked off the lights at a drug dealer's house.
Right, no joke.
That was a while back. I'm clean now.
I'm Jim and Devin Jacker.
Yeah, I got a cup.
It wasn't his
cup.
house.
As well, yeah.
It wasn't his house. It was the room they used to sell their drugs.
Thanks for the clarification.
It was the trap house, Deb. How
Sorry,
dare you?
guys. Sorry.
How dare you? Jack was the plug. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. If you want to check us out on YouTube, do that, realradio.fm/watch. If you want to send the talk back, you can do that as well. It's fun. Just grab the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack. We'll get you on the air. You guys paying any attention to any of the governor wannabes here in the state of Florida and any of the things that they're there's really only one piping off right now, trying to get as much attention as possible.
Well, Byron Donalds, I know, just unleashed his political ad.
Did he really?
Yeah, just a couple of days ago as a way to kind of, I think the belief is that a lot of people in Florida know who he is, and I don't think anyone really north of Southwest Florida is really very aware of.
I'm not super familiar with what he stands. I mean, I just know he's in Florida. He is an African-American Florida Republican. That's all I really know. I don't know anything about his policies or anything
about him. He's a Trump guy.
Yeah,
that's all I know. And Trump has said he's endorsed him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Well, has he?
Yes.
Fully endorsed Byron?
He is the only endorsed candidate at the moment.
Wow, interesting. And that's not really a thing, though, because, I mean, doesn't he have a kind of a pickle in Texas where he has a couple people over there in Texas running for that Republican, like Kim Paxton and Cornyn and guys like that, and he hasn't really stepped out to endorse one of them because, he doesn't want to ruffle any feathers? And really, to be honest with you, a lot of the politicians, one of the only things I know is like, if they're endorsed by, or, because that's kind of seemingly what they're really pushing for is an endorsement,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much value it's going to have soon, but who knows? But no, this is James Fishback.
Oh.
The guy that currently is polling at 3%.
You mean the guy who also went on Tinder as a way of connecting with young female conservative voters?
Right, yeah. If you'll remember, he's the guy that wants the 50% tax on OnlyFans creators for the sin tax. He wants mandatory school uniforms, not against that for the record.
Oh, I love school uniforms.
He wants a $50,000 tax levied on out-of-state buyers trying to purchase single-family homes in Florida.
Which is a great idea. You've got all those, what are they, the not investment firms.
Yeah, basically it is.
Hedge funds.
Yes, just buying up big swaths.
Yeah.
There's actually legislation going right now trying to stop that.
Good.
I agree with that as well. That's why your prices are high, by the way. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's people who are out of this country buying pieces of property and then renting them out and charging ridiculous rents or holding them, because we know a group from about 10 years ago that bought 65 homes and didn't move on them for years, just kept them waiting to see what happened, and then kind of went from there. He wants to send the National Guard in to remove every single homeless person from Florida streets. And he added to his list of wants for his governorship.
Well, wait a second, real quick. Where is he going to put all these homeless people?
Doesn't really mention that.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't really mention that.
That is part of the plan, though.
Yeah. It's pretty good. But no, he wants this. Have you seen the new one?
No.
He wants every student that graduates from a Florida high school to require them to get in front of their class and explain who their favorite president is and why for 5 minutes without notes. He wants that to be a requirement to graduate from a Florida high school. To stand in front of the class, I guess all 350 to 600 graduating members would have to do this. So how much time is that?
That would be weeks out of the actual curriculum.
I don't know if this is supposed to happen throughout the year and then you just basically get credit for doing it in a classroom, or if this is supposed to happen at graduation where you get up there and get your diploma and say, everybody, cuddle up.
Could you imagine that? Making a graduation ceremony longer?
Oh, my God almighty.
Oh, you might have to pack a lunch.
Is the grading based on which president you choose?
It doesn't really. It says their accomplishments, ups and downs, greatest weaknesses, historical context, the backdrop of their presidency. He goes, quote, think about this. It reinforces history, government, civics, and appreciation of American culture. And lastly, the ability to speak publicly without notes is essential to the modern workplace. Is it really?
I think it's a benefit.
Well, there's no question it's a benefit.
Essential.
I don't think it's essential. It's a benefit. I mean, some pretty successful people in this building that can't do it.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm not against public speaking being, part of a curriculum at some point where at some point you have to deliver a speech.
Yeah, it's called civics class.
Yeah, I mean, isn't it
or speech class?
Yeah, speech class. I didn't do it in high school, but I did it in college. My first year in college, I had to do a speech.
Yeah, this sounds too propaganda-ish.
Yeah, pandering.
Pandering and propaganda. It doesn't sound like it has anything to do with actual classroom instruction.
Yeah, and then, of course, it says it's not the first time this guy's grabbed the headlines because the syntax obviously got him some juice as well. But, not polling super high. He also wants to stop H-1B visas for foreign workers, cancel all AI data centers, and abolish property taxes, much in the same vein as current Governor Ron DeSantis. I thought DeSantis was an AI data center guy, is he not?
Yeah, no, he's talking about abolishing property taxes like DeSantis.
Oh, I see.
Not the data center.
Oh, gotcha.
The data center right now that Florida lawmakers are dealing with is the amount of data centers that they want to open in the state. They want to make sure that these data centers have their own way of paying their own bills. Because what they're worried about is these data centers drawing on residents' water and power, and then that makes our bills go up higher, and these data centers aren't paying their own way. So there is legislation right now they're talking about in Tallahassee to deal with these data centers because they want to just crop up like...
And that's where every one of them is going to have a little mini nuclear.
That's exactly what Meta's trying to do right now. They're trying to, because here's the thing, the power companies are basically telling them, we cannot do it. Right. We cannot produce enough power to run your data center and the neighborhood that surrounds it.
Exactly.
You got to pick one. So these entrepreneurs are trying to figure out how to create power sources for their big data centers. And I think Meta was the first one to throw their hat into the nuclear world. But I think, that's something we've talked about for a while, that there's an idea out there, instead of having 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 large nuclear plants, serving multiple states, as opposed to that, they would be much more regional and small. Like, in other words, serving 10 counties or 15 counties as opposed to, 10 or 12 states per se.
Still got to drop the rules because they suck up a whole lot of water and energy.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Animal House next here on The Jim Colbert Show. Stay put.
Sluggish this afternoon, I-4 westbound between the Beach Line and 535. Pumping the brakes, I-4 westbound as well between Park Street and Robinson Street. I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and 535 is a slow ride. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by NobleGoldInvestments.com. Ready or not, retirement is coming. If your portfolio isn't built for market ups and downs, Noble Gold Investments can help. Learn how easy it is to protect your savings with physical gold and silver. Get your free wealth protection kit at NobleGoldInvestments.com. That's NobleGoldInvestments.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. It is American Heart and National Cancer Prevention Month, and that's important because Life Imaging FLA does both of those things, or at least they can certainly help you do that. And when you consider that 1 in 3 people in this country will die of heart disease, and in a lot of those cases, you will get no symptoms, that is some horrifying stuff. Remember, your heart and your health matter. They're counting on you both, and prevention today means memories tomorrow. So let Life Imaging FLA give you that peace of mind that you've been looking for years with this free heart scan. And remember, there are no dyes. You don't take your clothes off. Actually, this thing only takes a few minutes, and what it can do is save your life. So don't wait. Do exactly what I did. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And guys, let me tell you, it couldn't be easier. It couldn't be an easier way to make your appointment. And while you're there, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection saves lives. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That is it. Pound 250. Say that keyword free heart scan. They will connect you in seconds. It is time. Let's make that call today and take control of your long-term health care.
We've been duped, hoodwinked, conned for 50 years. The lawn care industry sold us toxins in a bag and made our yards more toxic than a bad relationship. Sunday helps you ditch the chemicals and feed your lawn the good stuff. Soybean proteins, iron, seaweed, molasses. Ingredients that get your soil giggling like an overserved mom at the block party. Sunday uses clean ingredients and real science for thicker, greener grass. Order today and get your custom Sunday yard plan for the season ahead. Sunday, for a smarter, healthier yard. GetSunday.com.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. This may be a short month, but it could be a big one for your trade. Trade values can vary by thousands depending upon where you go. But at Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade. And that competition could mean up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Shop one of the area's largest Kia inventories at greenwaykias.com. We make the deals other dealers won't. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced, expires 3/5/26.
At Rental World, we've proudly served Osceola County since 1971 with top quality equipment, competitive prices, and unbeatable service. From mini excavators and stump grinders to pressure washers and dump trailers, we've got what you need to get the job done right. Need it after work? Ask about our half-day and weekend specials. As a Steel Elite dealer, we carry everything from chainsaws to trimmers, plus concrete tools, mixers, and more. Visit RentalWorldFL.com or stop by today. Rental World, making your job easier for over 50 years.
Where do you go to get the best deals on new Nissans?
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
New 2026 Nissan Rogues drive today with 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, get our exclusive Sutherland for Life lifetime powertrain warranty on every new Nissan at Sutherland Nissan of Orlando or online at OrlandoNissan.com.
Sutherland, Sutherland. Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
With approved credit through NMAC.
Get ready, Mount Dora. February 20th through 22nd, the Highland Festival returns. Enjoy bagpipes, Highland athletes, Celtic music, dancing, and more. Sponsored by Guinness, Discover Lake, WJRR 101.1, Real Radio 104.1, and City of Mount Dora. Blankets and chairs encouraged.
At Rental World, we've proudly served Osceola County since 1971 with top quality equipment, competitive prices, and unbeatable service. From mini excavators and stump grinders to pressure washers and dump trailers, we've got what you need to get the job done right. Need it after work? Ask about our half-day and weekend specials. As a Steel Elite dealer, we carry everything from chainsaws to trimmers, plus concrete tools, mixers, and more. Visit RentalWorldFL.com or stop by today. Rental World, making your job easier for over 50 years.
Smith and Yulo Law Firm, the criminal defense attorneys in Florida. With over 100 years of combined experience, we've handled it all. DUIs, theft, felonies. Call 352-WIN-4U for your free case evaluation. Smith and Yulo Law Firm, offices Orlando.
Are you a fraud-paying American? 1 in 4 tax-paying Americans have been victim of identity fraud. With LifeLock, your identity, if it's stolen, they fix it guaranteed or your money back. And last year, billions in refunds were stolen. Could be from your salary, overtime, or second job. Gone. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim. Because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms do apply.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleegroup.com.
Need a new roof or gutters? Visit homebuildersnetwork.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Dad, this is Joe. I ask for your prayers. I just got the phone call that my assessor for my guide dog will be here next week. Pray that everything goes well and I qualify for my guide dog.
You got it, Joe. Adding you to the prayer list right now.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. I am Jim.
I just looked up and saw what Jim's holding.
Jack is right over there. And Deb has Animal House. Let's do it. Look at this.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
All right, Animal House is generously brought to us each and every week. Look at that face.
Look at this, baby.
By personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. We're going to tell you how you can get in touch with Glenn at the end of Animal House. But now, let's do a very quiet welcome so that we don't scare the baby. But we want to say a welcome to Kenny Tallier and Kayak from the Pet Alliance.
Yay! I can yell. He can't hear me.
Yay.
Kenny, while Jim is having a love affair with Kayak, how old is she, by the way?
Okay, so Kayak is 2.5 months old.
Oh, all right.
She's an adorable little girl that came to us with her mom and her 5 siblings.
Go to realradio.fm/watch.
Yeah, it's picture perfect moment right now looking at Jim and her.
Yeah, it looks like she's falling asleep literally in his arms.
Yeah, she is just the sweetest puppy, and she's looking for a forever home.
Oh my
And you know, the sad thing that you told me, she's the only one now out of her litter apart from her mom, right?
All of her litter mates have been adopted, and her mom, who is still in her foster home, shout out to What's One More Dog, while she's recuperating after her spay. And then she'll be moving to the shelter looking for a forever home. But yes, Kayak needs a home.
Kayak needs, and I think she's found her home.
She has found.
She could live right here in my bosom.
Yep. She looks perfect with Jim.
Oh my
she's
gosh.
She's falling asleep in your arms. First, when you walked in, she started licking his beard.
Yep.
Now she's falling asleep.
They are the perfect snuggle picture. Like, I
They
can't
are.
stop looking at them and how cute they look.
So maybe if you're in maybe looking for a puppy yourself, you can see us again on our YouTube channel, Jim Colbert Show, or JimColbertLive.com. Speaking of, how are things over at the Pet Alliance? You guys are busy these days.
We are so busy. I want to give a quick shout out and thank you for being our media sponsor at Paws in the Park.
How did it go?
It was an amazing, wonderful, sunshiny day. There were so many wagging tails. We raised over $180,000.
Wow, yay, that is awesome.
Weather was perfect.
It really was.
Yeah.
Like, it started off a little chilly and then boom, it was dog weather and everyone was so happy and we just had a great time. So thank you again for being a part of it.
Hey, thank you for allowing us to be a part of it because it is the premier dog celebration in pretty much
the country.
In the country,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's the largest dog event in the country for those who don't know that. So that's not the only thing getting ready to, you guys are getting really close to opening day for the new shelter location,
oh, I know.
right?
Drum roll, please. We are getting so close. We're about a month away from a grand opening. A lot of finishing touches are going on. Like, it was exciting. I was there yesterday and our address, 4311, is on the building. So now people know exactly where on South John Young Parkway we're going to be.
Exactly.
The numbers are there. Landscaping is going up. The finishing touches with cat condos moving in and dog kennels moving in. It's getting there. And we all can't wait to move in.
I bet. Not to sound hokey or whatever, but it really is, the phoenix rising from the quite literal ashes when that, devastating fire hit, 4 years ago now?
Yeah, it's been a little bit over 4 years. And yeah, we're just really excited for this next new chapter and all the new forever homes that are going to happen out of that building.
And we're going to do it starting with Kayak.
Yes, who is nicely sleeping in Jim's arm.
Oh, yeah, she is still sleeping. Jim, you're going to have to drop your camera so that people can see more dog.
I'm texting my wife.
Are you really?
I am.
Yeah.
I love
Screw
that.
the thousands watching and listening. I got to text my wife.
I'm texting my wife. I want her to look at the picture I just sent because you never know what happens.
I mean, so how big is Kayak going to be?
Her mom is about 50 pounds.
Okay, you can have her back.
So, but
I think I just heard her cry.
Stop. This is almost exactly the same dog that my son has.
Oh, really?
This is like a Staffordshire Terrier mix kind of.
Her foster mom went above and beyond and actually got them DNA tested. That dog in your arms is 100% pit bull.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Wow.
Pink nose. Well, pink and black nose. She is
Blue eyes.
She is so sweet, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, she is unbelievably sweet.
I was excited to bring her here today because I texted Deb and I'm like, you got to promise me that she doesn't touch the ground and you have to hold her. And she was like, oh, you got it. The hardest part is going to be leaving the building.
It's getting her back is going to be the hardest part.
And I get it. It's okay.
You ever fought an old man before?
Last time Kenny brought a dog that touched the ground, it took off on him around here.
I know, exactly.
What happened?
Jim,
I opened the studio door and that somebody's hauled ass.
Yeah, we needed
I'm out of here.
I know. There were 3 of us running around this 4th floor going, oh my God, the places they could hide.
The one thing I felt secure about was that she didn't know how to use the elevator. I knew she'd stay on the 4th floor.
Exactly.
This thing here is just a straight up cuddle monkey is all this thing is.
She really is. But what was interesting was she was very chill and comforting with me. But when we put her in your arms, that's when she's that typical girl dog that needs a dad.
Yeah, she just molded right into Jim's arm.
She started
and
licking
started
his
kissing
beard.
him,
Yeah.
She's like, I like you.
She is so sweet, dude. You have no idea. She's got the mega puppy breath.
The best puppy breath.
Oh, yeah, the best ever.
So if Jim doesn't take her, where can folks see photos and get more stats about her?
Sure. So all of her information is on our website right now, petallianceorlando.org, and she is available to adopt at our Sanford shelter, which is at 2800 County Home Road, and we open tomorrow at 12 p.m.
Wow. Okay. And the adoption, again, for those folks who aren't aware of everything that comes with the adoption. What comes with, your adoption when you get an animal from the Pet Alliance?
Sure. So I'm looking at her. This little girl, she's 2.5 months old. She is current on her puppy shots. She has got a microchip. She has been spayed and she's on flea prevention.
Wow.
All of that is included with the adoption fee.
Which, for anyone who's ever brought home a puppy, you know that they are not cheap.
No, and a lot of that's taken care of. So that's, what the $350 to adopt her covers.
Excellent. Well, listen, there's a lot of other ways that the public can support the Pet Alliance of Orlando. What are some of the other needs that you have that listeners can come to the rescue for?
I'm so glad that you asked that because it ties into her sleeping in his arms and our new shelter.
Yeah.
What we need right now
is Jim Colbert to go and sleep in the kennel with the puppies.
Okay, that would be great.
Wouldn't it?
That would get them all adopted so fast. We need new dog beds for the new shelter.
Oh,
all of
wow.
the kennels need new dog beds.
Okay, so brand new, gently used.
Brand new. We've got a certain brand, Karunda, that we use in the shelter. They're very easy to clean. They're basically chew-proof. They're great for shelter dogs and puppies. And all the information is on our website if anyone wants to order them.
Awesome. And then they just order them and then they come directly to you?
Yep.
Awesome. Then folks don't have to worry about dropping them off and everything else.
Exactly. And they don't have to put them together. We're going to have fabulous volunteers do that for us.
Oh, are they aware that they're going to be doing that for you?
Yeah, it's kind of exciting because you put together the bed, you put it in the room, and the dogs and the puppies just know instinctively, let's go on it. This is where we sleep.
Oh, that is so cool. And again, the website for folks to go to?
It is petallianceorlando.org.
And again, you have your pet food pantry there as well?
We do have a pet food pantry. It's actually happening this Saturday from 10 to 12 at our Sanford location. So anyone, if there's a need for pet food, please come between 10 and 12. While supplies last, we'll be giving out free food.
Which is great because, we've been talking so much about the pressure on families when it comes to grocery costs, and that extends to your four-legged family members a lot. And Kenny, being in the shelter business, I'm sure you've seen the heartbreaking stories of families who just simply think they can't afford to keep their dog or cat anymore, and that's really not true.
Right, and see, that's the reason for the community, for the pet food pantry, is just because, a lot of people, can I buy their food? It's like, if that's the reason why you're thinking about getting rid of your family member, let us help you out. The same with our low-cost clinics.
Yes.
Vet care can be expensive.
I've used your clinics. Your clinics are awesome.
Thank you. You're one of our best customers, and I love you for that so much. I love you for so many reasons, but yeah, you get it. It's like, it's at a fraction of the cost, and it's still high-quality vet care. And, it just helps you keep your pet up to date with its shots, whether it needs a microchip, whether you need to spay and neuter, or you need prevention. We can help you out at a fraction of the cost.
Now, is that solely in Seminole County location right now? The vet?
We have two clinics, actually. There's one located off of Alafaya, and then the other one is in Sanford.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're willing to drive to us, you can be our patient.
And that will be until, now will those features be in the new shelter as well, or will they only be in the Alafaya and the Sanford locations?
Because we have the two clinics that are already established, we're going to keep those as clinic locations, and the new shelter will be for adoptions.
Okay. Yeah. And like I said, though, for anyone who's thinking that they have to make that terrible choice of, surrendering their animal reach out to the Pet Alliance. They have so many resources where they can help keep you and your family intact. And if you're one of those people that maybe can give a dog or cat food to help the Pet Alliance as they hand out free food, you'll take the donations as well?
We definitely will, and I love that you said that too, because that's how the pet food pantry is run. It's all based off of donations. So all this food that we're giving out, people have been generous in the community to give to us so we can give to them.
Well, really, the Pet Alliance is the umbrella for the community taking care of the community, as always, right?
Yes.
So folks can see photos of Kayak at PetAllianceOrlando.org.
Yes, she's on our website. That picture that I sent you in front of your van out front, that's already on our social media.
Awesome.
Where she posed in front of the Real Radio 104.1 van.
Dig it.
I was going to say, that's how you make that man over there happy.
Oh, don't worry. I tagged you, Jack.
Kenny, as always, thank you so much for coming and sharing what the Pet Alliance is doing in the Central Florida community.
It's time for you to go.
I'll be leaving with one less passenger today.
Go and haul us on out of here.
Okay.
What'd the wife say?
Oh my gosh, this dog is killing me, dude. She is killing. Don't look to Mike. That's terrible.
You
don't want to know where that's been.
So that's okay. Now she transferred it to your face. Lucky
oh my
you.
gosh, she's so adorable, dude. It's driving me nuts.
Well, as always, Animal House is brought to you by Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. So if you or someone you know, work with, love, have been in any kind of an accident, I'm calling car, truck, motorcycle, even a slip and fall, just a couple of reasons why they need to call Glenn Klausman. One, Glenn doesn't pass your case off to a caseworker. Glenn is going to handle your case, so much so that he's going to give you his personal cell phone number and then pick it up when you call, even if he happens to be in Paris. And it's just a couple of reasons why year after year he's voted super lawyer and legal elite. He truly is an animal lover and a true friend of the show. So if you've been in any kind of an accident, give him a call, 407-917-1718, or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMANlaw.com.
Thanks, Kenny. Always good seeing you, buddy.
Thank you, Kenny.
You too. Thanks for all the puppy love today.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in a sec with our buddy Scott Maxwell.
Real Radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
No, we don't want a stale-ass trivia question.
It is stale, and I'm going to get rid of it, and that's why I'm going to blow it right now so I can throw it away.
Hold on a second. Say that again.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Accident blocking the shoulder, traveling on I-4 express lanes westbound between 438 and 1792. Expect heavy delays in that area. Slow ride on I-4 westbound between the Beach Line and 535. And sluggish as well, I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and 535. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Check out Chumba Casino's new social slot game. Ryan Seacrest 10K Ways. 10,000 ways to play means 10,000 ways to have more fun. Ryan Seacrest 10K Ways, only on Chumba Casino.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, if you've been thinking about replacing your windows or your doors, listen up. You know, I've endorsed many home improvement companies over my career, and I like the ones that are straight up. No clown show stuff. And that's why I love the guys over at McKinley Pro. The reason why? They give you their very best prices right up front. No buy today games, no fake discounts, none of that stuff. They call it their price lock. And if you find another company offering the same products and scope of work for less, not only will they match that price, these guys are going to give you $100 for finding it. And if you want to learn more, couldn't be easier. Just go to myhomepronow.com. That's myhomepronow.com. That takes you straight to McKinley Pro.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Pavers Depot.
Transform your backyard with a black aluminum fence from Fence Outlet. For only $125 a month, that's less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot aluminum fence that turns any yard into your own oasis. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Sell your home in as little as 14 days with the Guaranteed Cash Offer program from the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Google the Nickley Group or go to thenickley.com.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
Insurance companies don't want you to hire an attorney so they can pay you pennies on the dollar for your injuries. But I don't cost you a dime unless I get you money. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get pushed around by the insurance companies. Just call Mo.
To everyone who loves sharing a great meal, let us tell you about our Wisconsin fish fry at Culver's.
A fish fry isn't just about enjoying crispy golden fish. Even though it does taste amazing, it's also about sitting around the table and sharing good food with even better company. At Culver's, we hand batter our cod and walleye so your meal tastes homemade. Our walleye is only around for a limited time, so when it's here, we make sure every bite is worth it. Since we cook our food fresh, you and your family get a satisfying crunch every single time. It's the same with our butterfly jumbo shrimp. It's made to order and golden fried to perfection. And to make it a real fish fry, you've got to pair it with your favorite sides. Crinkle cut fries, cheese curds, even coleslaw, and our very own Culver's family tartar sauce recipe. Whatever you choose, every order is made to bring people together, just like a true Wisconsin fish fry should. So grab your loved ones and join us for one of our favorite traditions. From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Where do you go to get the best deals on new Nissans?
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
New 2026 Nissan Rogues drive today with 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, get our exclusive Sutherland for Life lifetime powertrain warranty on every new Nissan at Sutherland Nissan of Orlando or online at orlandonissan.com.
Sutherland, Sutherland. Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
With approved credit through NMAC.
Get ready for the wildest sight your lawn has ever seen. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. This spring, unleash soil science like never before. Witness your custom lawn plan and the transformation to a soft green paradise.
Sorry, just trying to get your attention. Sunday is a boringly simple way to get a green, healthy yard. No harsh stuff, no big trucks, no chaos. Order today and get your custom Sunday yard plan for the season ahead. Sunday, smarter lawn care for less. GetSunday.com.
Get ready, Mount Dora. February 20th through 22nd, the Highland Festival returns. Enjoy bagpipes, Highland athletes, Celtic music, dancing, and more. Sponsored by Guinness, Discover Lake, WJRR 101.1, Real Radio 104.1, and City of Mount Dora. Blankets and chairs encouraged.
Johnny's Other Side, restaurant, beer, wine, and bourbon bar. Featuring over 150 bourbons and made-from-scratch kitchen. Enjoy live music, great drinks, weekend brunch, and a huge outdoor deck that feels like home. Johnny's Other Side. Find them on East Michigan Street in Orlando.
Are you a fraud-paying American? 1 in 4 tax-paying Americans have been victim of identity fraud. With LifeLock, your identity, if it's stolen, they fix it guaranteed or your money back. And last year, billions in refunds were stolen. Could be from your salary, overtime, or second job. Gone. But this year, you don't need to stay a victim. Because this tax season, fraud-paying American is something no American should have to claim. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms do apply.
It all comes down to this, folks. Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain. Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast! Speaking of fast, did you just see that play? Yeah, he vaporized that ball. That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
This month, iHeartRadio is celebrating the stars of the 2026 Winter Games. Fairfield, Connecticut's Kristen Santos Griswold is the fearless leader of the U.S. short track team. After a heartbreak in Beijing, she stormed back to become the #1 ranked skater in the world, collecting World Cup medals with aggressive passing and smart strategy. In a sport where chaos is guaranteed, Santos Griswold brings consistency and elite speed. She arrives in Italy seeking redemption and the Olympic hardware she's worked a lifetime to earn. For more Winter Games gold, search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Oh, man. The wife texted me back.
Yeah.
She said, bring her home.
Are you gonna?
I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Stop it. You can stop.
No, I wanted to apologize to Kenny Tallier. Because I escorted him through the sales pit announcing a puppy that was available for adoption. I don't think he's going to get to leave till tomorrow morning.
Right. He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. He's surrounded.
Those hens are going to get back there loving that thing to death. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well. Every single Wednesday around this time, we invite our good friend from the Orlando Sentinel. He's a columnist over there. He's been writing for a while. Wednesdays and Thursdays and Sundays, you can read his column. Guys, good and loud for Mr. Scott Maxwell. What do you say?
Yay!
Get
My
the dog.
man.
Take the dog.
Look, let
Take
me tell you something. I wanted to get that dog so bad. She fell asleep in my arms.
Yes.
I mean, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
meant to be. And that compares to the moment I had right before we got on the show when Jack had the cat cam on, was a little confused about what he had. He said, "Is that meowing in your house?" And I said, "No, but thank you for reminding me that both of my cats were killed in the last year."
I didn't know we didn't get more cats.
They were killed.
No, they weren't. One was killed. The other one just died.
What happened with the killed thing? Get hit by a car or something?
Yeah, why are you smiling about it?
Oh, God, Jack. Jim, I don't know if you remember. I was a train wreck.
Well, just first of all, remember, Jim remembers nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was the cat named Jim?
That cat was named Furball.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not going to remember that.
And Chase, my son, and I were out looking for it, and all of a sudden, Chase was like, "Oh, Dad, I don't think Furball looks so good." And yeah, he did not.
Oh man,
Scott wrote an article about it.
Did you really? I totally forgot about it.
Actually, I think that one was about Leona, but yeah, because I'm not a cat guy. I don't even like stupid cats.
Well, you're about to get all emotional about it.
He was a puddle of mud.
Yeah, don't blink with cats.
I was. But anyway, get the dog. Get the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the dog.
I was like, oh, I don't know. She said twice. I said, she's only 10 weeks. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, bring her home. I'm like, God. I just sent back the LOL because I didn't know what else to say. I don't want to bring.
Well, I've seen you and your wife, and you all are both big puddles of mud around dogs.
Oh man, we are crazy about our little puppy now. I mean, we love her. I don't know how she'd react to bringing home a 100% bred pit bull. I don't know.
I think she'd be fine.
Yeah.
And she'd be the grand dame. She'd
she
be the
probably
bigger
would.
one. Yeah, exactly. They'd establish a good relationship for now.
Yeah, she runs all the big dogs that come around the house.
All little dogs run the big dogs.
Any animal or human that comes in that house knows there's one grand dame, and that is not Jim or anything with four legs in that house.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
Scott joins us every Wednesday from the Orlando Sentinel to talk about the column he wrote. I read the one today. Now, I know that you put one out on Randy Fine a little bit later this morning. But let's talk about the one from this morning, Scott. I think it is, I think it's pertinent to understand what the state is doing here because it isn't normal. And, again, this is the state audit. These are audits that we're supposed to be doing to make sure the state is spending the money properly. Explain to everybody what's going on.
Yeah, so by way of background, for the history of the state's ever been around, a governor has the power to declare a state of emergency. That's always happened. Historically, that has been when a hurricane or a tornado or something like that comes through. And the idea is that there's a community without power or something like that, and you need to get a crew in there ASAP. And you may not have time to competitively bid that gig out, for instance, and you just need to get the lights back on. Well, about 3 years ago, there's also all those states of emergencies can last for only 60 days. About 3.5 years ago, Ron DeSantis decided he was going to declare a state of emergency for what he called the Biden border crisis for immigration. And he wanted to take, and I think people were generally supportive. It was right, it was right around the time Trump was going to be back elected. I think it's fair to say that's something most Americans were okay with. But it was supposed to be a 60-day thing. And once again, you can let contracts and not competitively bid them during one of these emergency crises. Well, what happened is that Ron DeSantis has extended his 60-day crisis 20 times, so that it has now gone on for more than that 60-day crisis for more than 1,000 days. It's going on 4 years now.
Hey, can I ask a question there? Because procedurally, I do not know the answer to this. Is there a committee that has to agree, or is this the governor just has the singular power to say, I think this is an emergency for the state, therefore this is a declaration of emergency? It doesn't have to go through a committee. There is no select group that has to say we agree, or maybe we don't agree. Explain yourself. Any of that?
Yeah, there is. It's the entire legislature. And I think I can't remember if it's the House and the Senate or just the House, but I know it's the House. And while the House members have raised a whole bunch of questions about this, they are just terrified of doing anything that looks like they're being soft on immigration. And believe me, that is how Ron DeSantis and James Othmeyer, who's also his attorney general, are really coming down. You're soft on immigrants. You're in favor of illegal aliens raping women. If you start questioning any of these finance things, and there are some, I've talked to you about this before. There are sober Republicans. I consider you a sober Republican. Jeff Brandes is a thoughtful senator who from day one, when the bill started piling up for $400 million, he said, "What are we talking about here? Yeah. These are tents and cages. Right. For half $1 billion, you should be able to buy an entire prison that works." Like he said, forget all the specifics. That's just insane. He's one of the few people say that. But now we just started getting a peek at some of the expenses. And it was actually the Florida Phoenix, which is a nonprofit news outlet. They did this long thing, and God bless them for getting all the records. They're hard to get from the state these days. But when you read their whole thing, at the very bottom of their story, it said of the $400 million, also $92 million went to a porta potty company. And my eyes popped out of
So 25% of that budget was for porta potties.
Well, that's the thing, Jim. We don't know if it's just for porta potties. And we should know everything about this. That's normally how public spending works. This company does do porta potties, but it may also be for things that are bigger, like housing for the staff. It could be for units. But if that's the case, by the way, that's not what this company does. That's not what this company has traditionally done. So you have to wonder, well, why didn't another company get to bid on this? The Senate president, when he was finally asked about this, he said, well, you guys, you got to remember something. It's really complicated to handle human excrement and water for thousands of people in the middle of Everglades. And I think that's where a lot of people were like, well, no, you know what, Sherlock? Yeah. That's why a lot of people said this shouldn't have been built in the Everglades to begin with. I mean, taxpayers have spent billions, and I do mean billions. I think it's now tens of billions of dollars restoring the Everglades, and it was never intended to, be an internment or constant internment camp or detention center for all these folks. So, but even he doesn't have explanation of how all that money has been spent. And the way any of this should work is at this point in time, you and I should be able to see what the state said they needed, exactly what they wanted built. And then we should be able to see the bids that were put in, because God knows there are dozens, if not hundreds of companies that can do this stuff. And you should be able to see who had the most experience and who put on the lowest price. We do not have that here. What we have here is that this porta potty company, which here's the big part we didn't mention, which hired one of the number one fundraisers for Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump, a guy named Brian Ballard, who's probably one of the biggest lobbyists in America right now, got this contract, and we don't know how, and we don't know whether taxpayers' money was spent.
Okay, so real quick, the lobbyist actually owns the porta potty company?
No, he's the lobbyist. They hired him.
Okay, got it, for sure. Now, let me ask you another question. Let me push back a little bit and just kind of get some clarification here, okay? So, theoretically, this is federal money that's spent on this. So theoretically,
none of it has been reimbursed yet.
Right, none of it has been reimbursed yet. You're right. He's actually holding the funds. It's worse than him. He hasn't paid it back. He has the funds and is not paying it back, from what I read a couple weeks ago. Is it because it's money that is going to be reimbursed from the feds and it's considered a federal project that the transparency doesn't have to be there from the state because it isn't taxpayer money? Theoretically,
no, absolutely not. It is all being overseen. It is being bid out. Well, I shouldn't say bid out. The contracts are being awarded by the state. So, and there is this one sort of check and balance in the Florida statutes that says, okay, if a state of emergency is ever extended more than 60 days, the Florida Auditor General's office has to provide an audit after starting 1 year of all the expenses that have happened. We're now on year 4. And they have not produced the first audit on any of these expenses.
So whose responsibility is it to order the audit, or is that supposed to be automatic once the 60-day period has gone past itself a couple times? Is that supposed to almost kind of like automatically kind of just engage?
It is supposed to absolutely automatically engage. It's supposed to be the office of the Inspector General, of the Auditor General, but that Auditor General answers to the legislature. The legislature could absolutely demand. I mean, they could fire him if he wasn't doing it. And keep in mind, this is a state law, and both the governor and the attorney general have said people who don't follow the law should not be in public office at this point in time. So yeah, anybody could demand it. You've had a number of legislators get loud and say this looks extreme, but nobody's demanding anything once again because they don't want sort of the Trump MAGA world sicked on them. And man, you go on social media, you see anybody, all they have to do is they want to say, I want to know how this money was spent, and it's
done.
You want
You're
my
done.
wife rate, don't you?
Yeah, you're done.
That's what you want.
Yeah. It never is. Oh, are you? So you want to be trying? It's always immediately. Oh, you hate this or you hate that, or why do you hate America? Why do you? It's immediate. You see these people online all the time. It's nauseating. It's so bad.
It's immediately you're in favor of open borders.
Right? Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. You're the problem. Blah blah blah. Yeah. All you want to know is how your tax money. This is our tax money. This is not just yours. This is mine too. This is Jackson's. This is Deb's. Right? We have a right to know these things. That's the whole idea. The reason why it was set up like that. So
that's
I mean,
right. Well,
so
what
real quick,
we're talking about used to be considered standard operating procedure. I've covered government for more than 3 decades, and I have never covered a government where you couldn't find out how the money was spent when it was a public agency until now. Local, state, federal, it's just always been disclosed.
And this is what's so frustrating, Scott. Being engaged to someone who works for a local municipality and seeing the hoops you have to jump through to get monies approved for your project, the bids you have to get, and the trouble you will get into if you don't follow those rules. Again, to see the head of the snake not doing what it expects the rest of the snake to do, just like the Blazing Golia and this FAFO running around the state of Florida telling other municipalities where they're failing their citizens, but we can't get the answers from Tallahassee. That's what burns my ass in this story.
He actually put an example of that in his column. What were you talking about when Blazing Golia was...
He was screaming about, for instance, the Orlando's poet laureate gets a $6,000 annual stipend. That's the entire amount of money the poet laureate gets. It's for things like housing and gas and whatever. And then Goglia is going around the state talking about how taxpayers are wasting money on $6,000 for a poet laureate, but has no interest whatsoever in $92 million or $400 million that has gone to the Alcatraz and to the porta potty company.
Scott, do Florida legislators have to go in front of committees the way that national legislators do? Like, we just saw Pam Bondi appear before the committee. I know that, and that's mandatory. For that office, you have to appear before Congress at least once, I guess, per year to explain what's going on. It could be a Ways and Means thing, could be a financial audit type thing. Does Florida do that? Do they bring like Blazing Golia in front of the legislature to question them about what's going on, to make sure everything's on the up and up? Are there no checks and balances other than DeSantis saying yes or no?
They could. Probably not. I don't know about Frangoglia because technically he's his own independent cabinet officer. That's theoretically an elected position, even though he wasn't elected.
He was not elected.
But to your point, they could absolutely subpoena the auditor general of the state and basically say, A, what the hell is going on here? And B, we order you to have these audits out yesterday to show people what's what. And I'd like to go back real quick to what Deb was just talking about, because I think people lose scope of this. Bidding and procurement process is so rigorous at the local level. And I'm talking about for tiny things. If the city of Orlando wants to build a pavilion at a park that costs $75,000, they have to advertise that publicly and give every company that's got a chance to bid on that thing and give and make the case for why they're experienced and theoretically offer taxpayers the lowest price. And if anybody doesn't get a fair shake, the companies that didn't get the job have the right to appeal that. And then they get to go in front of another public body and say, wait a minute, ours was $5,000 cheaper. We've been doing this a year longer. We should have got the gig. We don't know who bid. We don't know what the job specs are. We don't know how much they said it should cost. We don't know how much the company said they should bid. We know absolutely none of those things.
I mean, that's amazing, right?
Well, what it is unfair because, again, taxpayers are being treated like the ATM for Tallahassee, and they're just willy-nilly spending this money while telling us, yeah, we're working on getting your home prices down, and we know you're paying more for groceries. It's just effing lip service because in the end, they're spending our money.
I think I told you, Jim, the one thing I don't understand yet is I don't understand why other businesses in this state aren't getting loud about this. Because if I was let's say this porta potty company, and once again, it's ridiculous that we're having to hypothesize. We should know exactly what they were paid for. But let's say they're doing more than porta potties and they're building housing units for staff. There is certainly businesses in this state that have been building domiciles or government housing for a long time. And I would think they would go, hey, why didn't we get a chance to bid on this gig? We could have done it a lot better. We could have done it a lot cheaper. Maybe it's not $90 million. Maybe it's $40 million. Why did this one company that's only been around 8 years and specializes in porta potties that hired this one lobbyist who I think was the chair of the DeSantis' reelection at one point, why did that company get the gig? And I think the only reason we're not getting those answers in a public forum is because they look terrible.
So, and you're telling me that the Republican, because is a Republican Senate and House in the state. I mean, it's all run by Republicans. And you're telling me none of those people can go, hey, look, we're all about getting these people out of our state. I mean, we agreed to the Alcatraz thing, but what we want is some transparency on these contracts. There's nothing wrong with saying that you want the state's money spent wisely. I don't understand how those two things can be conflated in a political sense. In other words, you're still supporting the project. You just want to make sure that the money's being spent well. That seems more like a shot at the governor, that he's taking it personally rather than the procedural aspect of this. It's almost like the legislature would be saying, hey, dude, are you sure you're on the up and up here? Rather than just going, hey, let's audit this to make sure everything's correct. It smells a little bit, right? It deserves to be in a porta potty.
You're talking about a logical world where, and I often talk about the power of and. You can want to crack down on an illegal immigration and want to have total disclosure on how taxpayer money is spent. I don't think that's a complicated thing. The Florida House just this week put a motion that basically said the governor can't do these 60-day emergencies anymore. Basically, we're now 3 years in. If you want to establish a Department of Immigration, fine, but it's got to go through all the checks and balances that everything else does. As soon as they floated that proposal, the Attorney General attacked every one of them for being weak on immigration and calling them moronic. And as soon as he did that, they backed down.
And that's a panhandle Republican who introduced that bill that said that the emergency
it was a very
fund,
conservative. You're right, Deb.
Yeah, who had suggested that emergency fund be used for natural disasters, which, as we know, Florida can be kind of prone to.
And Uthmeyer called him moronic for wanting to use the money for what it's supposed to.
They said anybody who supports it's a moronic idea, is what he said.
And it shut him down.
Once again, we're just talking about transparency and checks and balances and spending.
And this is within their own party. Yeah.
So,
and within their own party.
Interesting. Let me ask you another question. I mean, when we elect another governor, does that governor automatically bring in his own staff? Like, will he have his own attorney general, or is it customary for the attorney general that's working now just to continue until they think a change is needed? How does that work?
The attorney general in Florida is an elected position.
Oh, it is elected, yes.
We just have been in this weird scenario where a whole slew of Floridians got appointed to higher positions. Ashley Moody was a senator. Was our attorney general. She's now a senator. Pam Bondi. So after all these people got moved up, the governor got to appoint them, and we're in this weird situation where a lot of normally elected positions answer to the governor. There will be a newly elected attorney general. Right now, the Republican Party is solidly behind Uthmeyer. I don't see any indication that they're going to change that, which is why I don't see any indication this is going to change the way Florida does business for the next 4 years.
Yeah, for sure. Who do you like for governor? Right up front.
Who do I like?
I mean, when I say who, like
Fishback.
When you're listening, when your ears to the rail, what are you hearing out there that people are saying that they like?
I don't think this is more complicated than it should be. In Florida, if you've got Trump's endorsement, I don't see that changing. I don't see that person losing.
So
right now, that's
Byron
Donalds. That Fishback guy, in my estimation, is getting a lot more attention than he deserves. I think he's been polling at 1-2%. Basically, if you put Papa Smurf on the ballot, that person would get the same amount. There's some weird stuff that's going on with DeSantis' office trying to help him behind the scenes, getting busted for it, and then them having a fight. There's a lot of things, but you also have the former House Speaker Paul Renner, and then there's the weirdest dynamic of the whole thing: Governor DeSantis' own Lieutenant Governor Jay Collins, who's running, who's definitely in the mold of Ron DeSantis, but Ron DeSantis has refused to endorse him. I think because he's scared of getting crosswise with Trump again. I don't think that's a stretch to say, hey, President Trump, this is my Lieutenant Governor. I'm going to back him, but that has not happened yet.
Wow. So. Always good talking to you, Scott. Give a good laugh for Scott Maxwell, guys. Wednesdays, Thursdays. Thursdays and Sundays in the Orlando Sentinel, which you can buy and get your subscription at orlandosentinel.com. Good seeing you, big dog.
Thanks. Have a great week, guys.
You got it, buddy. All right, 407-916-1041. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show and the Jax Update.
Jax Olympic Update. Coming up next on the Jim Colbert Show.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics Update.
Team USA snowboarder Jake Cantor won bronze in the men's slopestyle final and says he endured plenty of adversity.
So to be standing here right now with an Olympic medal is unbelievable. I can't believe it.
American teammates Redmond Girard and Oliver Martin finished 6th and 9th. Meanwhile, U.S. star Michaela Schifrin won gold in the women's slalom. It's her 3rd career Olympic gold.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. Temperatures tonight staying mild under mainly clear skies. And if you loved the temperature today, guess what? It's only going to warm up as we take a look ahead to the end of the work week. Mid-80s Thursday and Friday, and flirting with daily record high temperatures, with temperatures in the upper 80s coming up on Saturday. A little bit of a cool down on the way as we wrap up the weekend and kick off the next work week.
This report is sponsored by NobleGoldInvestments.com. Ready or not, retirement is coming. If your portfolio isn't built for market ups and downs, Noble Gold Investments can help. Learn how easy it is to protect your savings with physical gold and silver. Get your free wealth protection kit at NobleGoldInvestments.com. That's NobleGoldInvestments.com.
Man, Deb said it right a minute ago. These swings in temperature in Central Florida are bananas. Saturday, it could be in the 90s, and Monday and Tuesday, the high is going to be in the 50s. A 40-degree swing. And if your HVAC company isn't ready for situations like that, you need to change them up. I suggest Mills Air. These guys have been doing it since 1992. That's 30-plus years of experience right here in Central Florida, keeping you and the fam nice and comfy. And they want to do this every single day. Their techs can service every brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. But check this out. If you do happen to need a new unit, Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer. That's important, guys. It could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. These guys are family owned and operated and ready to help you today. It's 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy. It's millsair.com.
Who knows what the future holds for the next generation of grinders, go-getters, the gifted, and the fearless? What careers will attract the curious, unconventional, hands-on, and the independent? Even if you don't know what opportunities lie ahead for your child, you can start preparing now by saving for their education with the Florida Prepaid 529 plan. Because when you make a way, they can find theirs. Florida Prepaid. Save for their story. Open enrollment is now.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Thanks to recent Federal Reserve rate cuts, interest rates are coming down, as low as 0% APR on select new Kias. If you've been thinking about a new Kia, this is your moment. Greenway Kia offers financing options designed to work with today's lower rates, even if your credit isn't perfect. Shop one of the area's largest Kia inventories online at greenwaykias.com. We make the deals other dealers won't. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
With approved credit, offer expires 3/5/26.
A family office is a team built to handle the 3 biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today. 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
When it comes to running a business, you need the right tools and supplies. That's where Tools Ace Hardware comes right in. Big or small, Tools Ace Hardware has everything your business needs, from everyday paper goods to powerful steel equipment and everything in between. Need it fast? Tools offers free local delivery straight to your door. And with pricing tailored to your business, you'll save time and money. With 14 convenient locations, you're never far from a Tools Ace Hardware store. Or visit us online at toolsacehardware.com and start saving today. Tools Ace, the business place.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenicklygroup.com.
Oh, yeah. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Shucks.
It's time for Jack's Olympic Update.
Let's get it, big
on
dog.
The Jim Colbert Show.
Oh, yeah. You remember about 50 years ago, ABC Wide World of Sports had the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Oh, yes, they did.
Yeah, that's a real thing, man.
Oh, man. Oh, we had drama?
Oh, well, just, yeah. You expect sport to have drama.
Sure, yeah.
For every winner, there's at least one loser.
Sure, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. And so that is definitely what's happening in the hills and the stadiums, on the ice and in the snow at Cortina Milan.
Yeah, sports is perfect TV, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we start with the thrill of victory. Mac Forehand took silver medal in the men's freestyle skiing big air event. Now this is, they come down a hill. Some of them are spinning around and going down backwards, coming off a jump, doing all these aerials and then sticking landings, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's more that skateboarder mentality where it's like they come in, they're all these, I guess they all know each other. They're all friends, even though these guys are competing. But what's really cool is Mac Forehand, he got the silver. He actually moved into goal position before the final run by doing a trick he's only dreamed of and never did before.
Whoa.
Wow.
And there were two tricks done for the first time in competition at that event last night. So congratulations. The American, the Nordic got gold. The American got the silver there. In women's figure skating, American Alyssa Liu sits in third place after the short program, putting her firmly in medal contention heading into the free skate, which is the longer skate program. That's the good news. Her teammates had a rougher outing. There were 3 Americans on the team. Isabel Levito is in 8th, and Amber Glenn, the American favorite, sits 13th after a tough performance.
Wow.
They were promoting her heavy.
Wow.
They do this feature piece, and they talk about dropping out of skating, coming back, and the mental health battles, because it is a strenuous thing. One mistake.
That's all it takes.
It was one mistake. It totally wiped out one of her jumps, and that point loss put her down, and where it's, even medaling now is not really a thing for her.
Right, yeah.
And it's just a shame because, it's 4 years for one goal.
Yeah.
Just one mistake.
Yeah,
and stuff.
that's all it takes.
That's the agony of defeat there. More defeat. The biggest shock of day 11, the U.S. men's team pursuit squad, world champions and record holders, got stunned by Italy. This is the speed racing where there's 3 of them. and 3 of each country.
Yep.
And they race, and they start on opposite sides of the track, and then they race, and they have to be touching each other as they go around until that last lap where then they're free. All 3 have to, their hands are on their butts too,
right.
Jim.
Yeah. Well, Michael Jordan action.
All 3 have to, it was ice. It's on the ice.
It's ice, yeah.
All 3 have to cross the finish line to win. And what's really interesting is there were 4 teams. They had to face off, so the top 2 teams would race for gold and silver, and then the other 2 teams would race for bronze and nothing.
Ew.
Oh, boy.
So USA had to face China. China threw the race. They didn't want to spend their energy and get into a gold medal match. They didn't think they could win, so they threw the race so they could face a lesser opponent for the bronze medal.
Wow.
And it worked.
Wow.
They won the bronze. Meanwhile, America...
George Bush calls that strategery.
Yes. America, we were the favorite going into it, and they had to face Italy, and we were leading, and then it's like 8 laps long, and then each lap, you just see the number getting smaller.
Man.
And then it goes from green to red, which means you're behind.
Right.
And then that number kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And Italy ended up beating Team USA by 4 seconds. It was the margin. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And then one of the guys on Team Italy does the Steph Curry sleeper move.
Oh no. Yeah, you can't do that.
No. Or you can.
Steph should sue.
Or you can.
Yeah, and you do.
In Italy, so Norway is definitely by far the Winter Olympic
when
favorite.
you look at the medal count, you look over at Norway, you're just like, okay, they're good.
Yeah.
And then you just go on everybody else.
The big surprise is Italy in number 2 is just they're out of their minds. They have achieved more than they have in like the last, 10 Winter Olympics combined.
That's wild.
Yeah, but they are the home nation. So it's like you figure your resources, all your energy, everything goes into doing your best when you are the country hosting
and these are
the games.
These aren't judging issues. Like you can never even say that like Italy's being judged softly or more softly, but that's not the case. These are all these are performance issues.
Yeah. Some upset losses, medal chances delayed. So tonight, something to look forward to, snowboarding, the men's slopestyle final. You got 3 Americans competing for that, but the big one tonight, alpine skiing, women's slalom run, Michaela Schifrin. She is looking to avenge going 0 for 6 at the last Olympics in Beijing. She takes center stage in the first run of women's slalom, trying to get that monkey off her back.
Yeah.
And when it's a psychological thing, every time you don't do it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And this is huge.
Yeah, reading a couple pieces from some of the athletes, they just tell you that you have to really tell yourself this is just another run. You have to really take the moment out of it to be able to perform at your highest, because the minute you start thinking about it, you're donezo.
Yeah, so rooting for Michaela. That'll be shown tonight on NBC. Let's see.
It's time for Jack's Olympic Snack.
It's my favorite part.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
Here we go. And I want to thank actually Jeff Waters. He's a listener who sent this food in. His buddy owns a company, Mike Allen. It's a veteran-owned company called Lucky Lola's. And our snack tonight is sweet chorizo heat meat stick.
And it's damn good.
Well,
damn good.
There were 3 flavors. There was a jalapeno,
the sweet jalapeno,
the chorizo, and the one where you ate all of them.
Yeah, that's the one I like the most.
That was the ghost pepper one?
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, you heard Jim just comment to himself, aloud.
Right.
Wow, that's good. And the second time you heard that's good, and the next time you went looking for them, they were all gone.
All gone.
All the jalapenos were left. I took all the good gummy bears, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. So, and also remember, wherever you go, you can always hear the games on our free iHeartRadio app. Just search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app, and there we are.
It's time for this to be over.
Good job, Jack.
And
All
get
right.
back to the Jim Colbert Show.
407-916-1041. Text us 770-331. Back in 1 sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Stay right there.
Get ready for high-flying action unlike anything else on the Supercross circuit. Daytona Supercross returns to the World Center of Racing February 28th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com or call 1-800-PIT-SHOP.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Update on the accident on the I-4 express lanes. Traveling westbound between 438 and 1792. Lanes are open. However, one left lane still does remain blocked there. Slow ride on I-4 westbound between 192 and 429. Also stop and go I-4 westbound between Parr and Robinson. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Maybe thinking about opening your own business in 2026? Well, don't worry, because that mortgage guy, Don, also does commercial and SBA, Small Business Administration loans as well. And if you already have an existing SBA loan with a rate of 9% or more, then today is your lucky day. And that's because that mortgage guy, Don, can refinance your qualified high-interest SBA loan to a low fixed rate of 8.25%. And again, if you want to buy a business or franchise, don't worry, that mortgage guy, Don, has over 50 sources for your SBA and business loans of all sizes, and you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
At TK Law, we do divorce differently. You've heard the saying, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. It's true in life, and it's true in divorce. A friendly lawyer doesn't mean a weak lawyer. It means a lawyer who actually helps you resolve your case faster, smarter, and with less drama. Collaborative divorce, we do that. Drama-free, we will try. Traffic, well, sorry, we're lawyers, not magicians. Visit onefirmforlife.com. Let's clear the road ahead. TK Law, one firm for life.
Man, there's no question that when you have plumbing problems in your house, the entire thing stops running. That means no showers, no flushing toilets, no sinks. It's the worst. That's why it's always smart to have a reputable plumbing company on call. And for me, it's easy. That's Modern Plumbing Industries. These guys already solved a massive problem for me, and they can do the same thing for you. They're employee-owned and in business since 1975. And guys, they do it all plumbing issues, gas, water heaters, and so much more. And when you book your appointment, be sure to mention the Jim Colbert Show for a $50 discount. Call today for 24-hour service. It's easy. 407-327-6000 or visit them online at modernpi.com.
Think you're not the suing type? But you aren't at fault. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
At Crush Yard, pickleball is just the beginning. You'll find a full restaurant and bar, arcade games, and plenty of space to hang out with friends. What starts as a few games often turns into food, drinks, and losing track of time. Play a match, grab a bite, catch up, or stay a while. Whether you're competitive, casual, or just along for the fun, there's something here for everyone. Learn more at crushYard.com.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
You can feel the excitement in the air at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand, and Ocala. But we fumbled. Oh. We ordered way too many Mitsubishis, plus truckloads of pre-owned. Now we'll accept any reasonable offer. Fumble! Customer takes possession and pays thousands less. And all you need is a dime. One dime down. We'll even pay top dollar for your trade. That will lower your car payment even more. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. We have way too many new Mitsubishis. Outlander SUVs with 0% financing for 60 months and too many pre-owned. There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference. No problem. We have banks and credit unions ready to lend with low rates. But hurry, when they're gone, they're gone. Take the winning drive to RC Hill Mitsubishi. In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4. DeLand and Ocala. RCHill.com. RCHill.com. Time down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax title to qualified buyers.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out.
They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth LLC, a SEC registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Are you offended? Obviously, we're only kidding. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Good after morning, Colbert Carew. Man, Animal House is always such a good time, always interesting, but when we get to see the pups come in, that is always the best. I didn't think anything could ever make Jimmy look cute and innocent, but somehow that worked today. But also, a little tip that your vet won't normally tell you is that if your dog's running a bit of a fever, go to the store and get some mustard. It's the best thing for a hot dog.
Oh, you mother.
Oh, God, I almost fell for that. I was like, oh, mustard, really? I know.
You son of a bitch. Onions,
it really
too.
stinks what these Florida legislators are doing, but what stinks even more is because people keep voting them in. It drives me nuts. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Hey, how's it, Ohana?
Hey, Ohana.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just small Cadillac SUV, but especially during snowbird season, you're just idiots on the road over here. Gotta pay attention, man. Keep looking 4 cars ahead, in front and back, and bought my Tundra new in 2016, and I'm fortunate, even though I do have to go over the causeway to go to work at the airport, I haven't even turned over 55,000.
Wow.
If I don't have to cross that bridge, I'm not aloha.
Holy 10 years with how many miles?
Yeah,
Not even
55,000.
God almighty. I've had my truck for 4 or 5, and I have almost 80 on it.
I bought my 2018 and it had about 41.
Did it really? Wow.
One owner, no accidents. Sweet.
Yeah, April 1st will be 3 years I have my vehicle. And
Wow.
Yeah, I'm at 27,000 right now.
Wow, that's amazing. That is simply amazing.
And then my biggest trip, because
I think I did that last year.
First couple months I had it, we went to North Carolina, and I drove the new car, and we did our from here all the way to North Carolina, around and back. So
Oh, yeah, you put 1,000 on just doing that.
just that, and so that kind of threw me off, my numbers off the first year. I was not happy about it.
You'll be fine, buddy. All right, 407.
Good to have a goal, Jack.
916-1041, text 77031. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Listen, one of the craziest stories I've heard in Central Florida in a while is, I saw that this morning. Man, I got to tell you, when you read the story and then you read what the family is asking for, it doesn't match up for what happened. Now, again,
those are probably minimums that they're asking, kind of like that 50,000 thing that we hear when one of the theme parks are being sued.
Right.
I'm sure they're going for more.
Yeah, so there are Rachel's here in Central Florida, for you people who live outside the area, are adult clubs or men's clubs or strip clubs.
A very good steakhouse.
Right,
on your credit card bill, it says Rachel's Steakhouse. That's all I have to say.
Right, yeah. So they do have a restaurant attached to these. There's one out by the airport, and there's one right around the corner from where we are here. It's probably not even 3 miles from here, right? Up in Castleberry/Fern Park.
That's why Playboy had the articles.
Right, exactly.
It's 4.5 miles from here. Maybe 4.2.
A Seminole County strip club is being sued. Now, the reason why this guy that are being sued is bananas. Like, I mean, if I were to walk up to you and go, hey, did you guys hear Rachel's being sued? What would you automatically think the situation is?
Drugs.
Yeah, drug
or
prostitution.
Prostitution. You touch somebody you're not supposed to touch.
Oh, yeah.
You brought drugs in. You started a fight. You tried to get out without paying your tab.
Remember the one guy tried to sue for damages to his neck because the dancer with a very well-endowed top, you kind of smacked him around a little bit.
Juggled his ass around on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's none of those things. So
those are nature's original airbags.
Exactly. This past Monday, the widow of Rajiv Nayi states that employees at Rachel's North Club and Steakhouse in Castleberry failed to get him proper medical attention when he lost consciousness. Right? And that sounds kind of benign. You're like, oh, I can understand. That guy passes out at the club, maybe drank too much, whatever the case may be, and they didn't call 911 fast enough. I can understand how you could be upset. Well, this guy died. And the club thought the best move was to stick this non-breathing guy who was just in their business into a cab and send him home. Now, I can only assume that they looked at his driver's license to see what his address was, to check his ID, which means they had to dig in a dead man's pockets, if that's what happened. But I don't know that to be the case. But, I mean, how else would you know where to send him?
How do we know he was non-breathing at the time?
Because it says it.
The lawsuit says it.
It says the lawsuit.
I guess that's what they're claiming.
Yeah. It says they failed to get a proper medical help when he lost consciousness. Instead of calling 911, staff put him in a taxi and sent him home without administering first aid or even attempting to stabilize the guy.
Just assuming he was drunk and passed out because he was drunk?
Yeah, but what I read here is that he wasn't breathing. Like that he wasn't like just unconscious. Unconscious means you're not awake. Apparently this cat wasn't even breathing. Matter of fact, it says right here, it says at the time he was removed from the premises, the lawsuit adds that Nayi had stopped breathing and required immediate medical attention, which was not provided. The complaint goes on and says Rachel's employees were negligent in their response and failed to protect him from harm. It also claims they failed to train and supervise their staff how to handle medical emergencies. It did not have reasonable safety protocols in place for patients in distress. And look, let me tell you something, man. That seems like it would be a prime place for heart attacks. You get in there, get a little excited, haven't seen a woman in a while. You got a beautiful woman dancing in front of you, showing all the things. You get a little fired up, get a little rambunctious. Heart says, can't do this. Skirt, back out. They're only suing for $15,000.
15, 1-5?
1-5 is the answer.
That's interesting.
They're seeking damages of $15,000 for loss of support and services, mental pain and suffering, loss of earnings, funeral and hospital expenses. I got bad news for you guys. $15,000 is the cover charge for all those things you just said.
They could just settle and pay that and be done.
Which is why I think it's the minimum that they're asking.
But I thought it was more. I thought it was, even a texter says $50,000 is the trigger amount for a federal civil lawsuit. So you have to claim at least $50,000 in order to sue in a federal court.
Yeah, they're claiming $15,000 in damages. That's all they're claiming. And I got to tell you,
that's a modest request.
It is. Look, can I tell you, I'm with Deb. I mean, I'm sure that owner of that place was just digging into his pocket and give it to him in the parking lot. I mean, I'm serious as a heart attack. Are you kidding? You put a dead guy in a cab and send his ass home and $15K is all it's going to cost you? You should run to the ATM and then crawl to this lady's house and beg her to take the money and sign something that says this is done.
And
Are you kidding?
There was another incident at the other Rachel's location like a month prior to this one.
With the same dude.
With the same dude. But yet that time, the staff did call 911. He was, again, I believe, found unconscious, but he was transported to a local hospital and treated. This Rachel's in Castleberry, they're the ones who are alleged to have put him in a cab and said, just take him home.
Is this a case of suicide by stripper?
Oh, Jack. I've tried.
Show title.
I've tried so hard.
He keeps going. He keeps putting himself in this situation.
Yeah, it says,
not anymore.
It says in the story here, exactly what Deb said. It says the lawsuit also adds that Nayi had a prior incident just months earlier at another Rachel's location down by the airport. On that occasion, he also lost consciousness.
There goes that rambunctiousness again.
Yeah, but what is going on with this guy? I mean,
don't ask me.
Low blood sugar, Jim.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is could that be the reason they're not asking for a lot? Like maybe there's something that the story's not saying. Maybe he had an addiction issue. Maybe there were some other medical issues that didn't get covered here. Because I mean, the chances of you losing consciousness twice in 2 months without a medical issue is really rare.
Yeah,
I mean, really rare. And that you lose it twice in a strip club twice.
Well, we don't know that he didn't have a medical issue. We don't. We just know that the staff at the second restaurant didn't,
Yeah, it says the emergency medical services were called. He was transported to a hospital and admitted. That was the other town.
Maybe the medical examiner said, listen, he died before he was put into that cab. So in
other words, they didn't know when they put him in there.
Or not even if they called 911, it would not have saved his life. But the fact that they then put him in there, they're trying to get at least cover the expenses of
the problem is that, right? And I get it. I know what you're saying, right? But if somebody in this building fell and they didn't get back up, nobody's going to go, hey, man, get this dude an Uber and get him the hell out of here. Right. I mean, there's going to be 50 people in this building calling 911 all together at once. I mean, dude, if you own a business, I don't care if it's a restaurant, a print shop, whatever the case may be, somebody falls or passes out in your business, it is your responsibility to call 911. You can't just put them out on the sidewalk and say, not my problem anymore.
Well, he got a coupon for a discount steak.
Too far, Deb.
Too soon.
Too far and soon. It's too everything. TOO.
Texter says they should have pulled the $15K out of their own ATM with that $10 fee. That sounds like a person who knows.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a little personal.
Dude, straight up, if this was my business, I would run to the bank to get this $15,000 and just get a signed, a sign saying, hey, we're done, right? Like you're going to take this money, we're going to be fine. I couldn't get there fast enough. I mean, that's unbelievable. And maybe there's a limit I do not know about. I've never heard of anything like that. I mean, it just seems like they're more liable than that. And look, I'm kind of with Jack on this. People get stupid in strip clubs. They drink themselves completely dumb. And I'm sure that many of the bouncers at both of these clubs and management have dealt with super drunk people that they just just shoved out like a broken bottle.
But nothing in this lawsuit claims anything about him being inebriated. What it sounds like as well is that he's a pretty regular customer, someone they would have seen on the regular. So I think they have more answers.
Let me ask real quick because we got to go to break. How many times do you have to go to a strip club a year to be a regular? Is it once a month? Is it once a week? Once every 2 weeks?
Once a week to be a regular.
To be a regular, you agree? You think?
Yeah.
I think if you go to a strip club once a month, if you go to a restaurant once a month, you're a regular. I believe that. Once a month. If you go to a restaurant once a month, you're a regular.
You want them calling you by your first name? I think it's got to be
once a
week.
At a strip club?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
Hey, Jim, the usual?
Or the donut shop or any place like that. All right, let's take a little break. Back in a sec.
Real Radio is the News Junkie.
The sheriff can confirm the clothing seen in the video may have been purchased from Walmart.
How can you confirm something may have happened? You confirm something did happen. You don't confirm something might happen. I can confirm that I may go home and have mimosas after the show.
Can I couch you that one? Can I bet on whether the mimosas happen? I think the mimosas might happen.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
Update on the accident on the I-4 express lanes westbound Princeton Street and West Colonial Drive. So those lanes are still closed. Traffic is stopped from 426. Emergency crews blocking both of the lanes. So avoid that area if you can. Traffic is being diverted onto the main lines of I-4. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu. All your breakfast favorites like pancakes, eggs, bacon, or French toast are just $6 every day. Get a big, filling sit-down breakfast for only $6. Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP.
Guys, if you've been thinking about replacing your windows or your doors, listen up, man. I've endorsed a number of home improvement companies over my career. The ones I like are straight up, no clown show stuff. And that's one of the reasons I love McKinley McKinley Pro. These guys are not about that. They give you their very best prices right up front. No buy today games, no fake discounts, no runarounds, nothing like that. They actually call it their price lock. And if you find another company offering the same products and scope of work for less, these guys will match it and give you $100 for finding it. And if you want to learn more, it's easy. Just go to myhomepronow.com. That's myhomepronow.com. That takes you straight to McKinley Pro.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office, Orlando.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day is brought to us by We Are Beyond a Bank. That's all about mortgages, baby. What is it that you need money for? Is it your dream home? Is it refinancing your current home? Maybe you want to build a home. Or maybe you have this great business idea and you want to buy a building for your business. The person who can help with all of these situations is Brad Siebert, and he is available at wearebeyondabank.com. His company is partnered with Luminate Bank. Now they are licensed in all 50 states. We Are Beyond the Bank still has that primary focus of mortgages and getting you the money you need. Contact Brad Siebert today at wearebeyondthebank.com or just dial pound 250 on your cell. Keyword is Luminate. That's pound 250, keyword Luminate. NMLS ID number 150953, equal housing and fair lending.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleyGroup.com.
Winter Park Fashion Week is back, bigger than ever. Join us February 21st at Full Sail Live for one unforgettable night where fashion, fun, and philanthropy come together. Every ticket supports our 2026 nonprofit partner, Runway to Hope. Grab your friends, grab your tickets, and experience the most stylish night in Central Florida. Grafton Wealth Advisors Winter Park Fashion Week is presented by Advent Health. Tickets are available now at winterparkfashionweek.com.
Where do you go to get the best deals on new Nissans?
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
New 2026 Nissan Rogues drive today with 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, get our exclusive Sutherland for Life lifetime powertrain warranty on every new Nissan at Sutherland Nissan of Orlando or online at orlandonissan.com.
Sutherland. Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
With approved credit through NMAC.
Make your dream of a new Pavers driveway, pool deck, beautiful patio, and artificial turf a reality with Pavers Depot. Join us at the largest Pavers showroom in Central Florida. Over 400,000 square feet in stock, including Temron brand pavers. Pavers Depot can get your job done in just 2 weeks with a free estimate on custom installation. Visit online at paversdepot.com or call 407-839-5900. 407-839-5900. paversdepot.com.
Good luck surviving the offseason, football fans.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Football's over, it's like a part of me just died inside.
200 days till football's back, but tonight I won't just cry, cause I've got a ways to play. And that's the place with Hard Rock Bet, I will survive.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
When it comes to running a business, you need the right tools and supplies. That's where Tools Ace Hardware comes right in. Big or small, Tools Ace Hardware has everything your business needs, from everyday paper goods to powerful steel equipment and everything in between. Need it fast? Tools offers free local delivery straight to your door. And with pricing tailored to your business, you'll save time and money. With 14 convenient locations, you're never far from a Tools Ace Hardware store. Or visit us online at toolsacehardware.com and start saving today. Tools Ace, the business place.
Your bike week adventure starts and ends at Teddy Morse's Destination Daytona. Hundreds of vendors, bike shows, food trucks, live bands, and the craziest stunt shows. Take the scenic route through the loop from February 27th to March 8th and catch industry-leading vendors, top-tier bike shows, live stunts, and bands all week long. The coolest bikes, the most trusted vendors. If you're riding during the 85th Bike Week, spend it with the riders at Teddy Morse's Destination Daytona.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. Mortgage rates have improved again this week. Get your quote for a refinance to lower payments or get cash out at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
This month, iHeartRadio is celebrating the stars of the 2026 Winter Games. St. Paul, Minnesota is curling country, and Tabitha Peterson is its strategic mastermind. As the skip of the women's squad, she's known for her calm demeanor and clutch shot making under extreme pressure. After leading her team to World Championship medals, she returns to Olympic ice with unfinished business. Peterson's experience gives the Americans a fighting chance against the world's best, and she's ready to sweep her way to the podium. For more Winter Games gold, search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Still to come, we find out what's in the good sauce with Ross Padgett. Today at 6 on The Jim Colbert Show.
The other day I was thinking about a topic you had a while back about how do you put your utensils in the dishwasher with the handle up or the usable side up, pointy side up. Well, after watching my grandson run around the house the other day, rolling around on the floor, rubbing his nose, playing with the dog, then my wife asks him to take the utensils out of the dishwasher, and he's grabbing them by the usable end with his dirty, yucky hands.
You almost said the F word, didn't you?
What do you think?
Time for a new kid.
Good day, Colbert and Company. It's Concrete Mike.
Hey, Mike.
I have a 2002 Chevy Silverado with a V8 gas engine. I am currently rolling with 498,000 miles. I don't know if I've talked about this before on a talkback or not. This truck is old and dying. I'm about to get a new one, but I'm about to turn 500,000 on this.
That's
thing.
pretty darn.
That's 20,000 miles a year.
That's
he's averaging.
That's impressive, dude.
Ooh.
Impressive. That's a Chevy ad right there, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Check is here as well.
Yep.
They just released the list of the most reliable cars. You know, and it's all Toyotas. I'm just to give you a heads up. I'll just save you the trouble of going to the search engine and just go, it's Toyotas. Everything Toyota makes, it lasts forever. It's the best deal. Matter of fact, you know, they just did a comparison, and they compared the Nissan Frontier, which is their smaller truck, right? And I think its competitor would be the Toyota Tundra. And they put them
the Toyota
Tacoma.
Yeah,
You're right. And they put them side by side and gave them the exact amount of accoutrement, right? Your leather seats, the V6 motor, all that. They were exact packages. They were the exact same truck. How much more do you think the Toyota was just on brand recognition and the knowledge that Toyota is so reliable?
5,000 more.
7,000.
It was $12,000 more.
Whoa.
Wow.
$12,000 more for the same exact vehicle because of Toyota's brand recognition and their brand strength. That literally you are buying the fact that you can put 70,000 miles in that thing and still retain 85% of its value or something. It is ridiculous.
I'll stick with my Honda.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm a Honda girl.
Hondas are great, but I have to tell you,
Honda and Toyotas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Honda has it's weird because it used to be Nissan and Honda. Nissan had a really tough time. They're kind of coming back a little bit now. But man, it's weird. Honda doesn't and hasn't appeared on those lists in a while. And it's wild, and I don't know why, because Honda, as far as I've known, every time somebody asks me, what car should I get? Toyota or Honda? Don't just stop looking. Just go find a Toyota or a Honda that has what you want and find the mileage where the price point hits you where you want to, and then go buy it.
Jocelyn, in our promo department today, I saw she had a Toyota Corolla. I go, that's a great car you got. She's like, Yeah, my dad said either Honda or Toyota.
Yeah.
And I go, that's exactly what I say.
I think Honda Civic, actually, I should take this back. I think Honda Civic, which I think is one of the most popular, I think Corolla is the best-selling car in the world.
Yeah.
But I think the Civic is right there for also resale value. Like, those things hold their value better than almost any vehicle out there. I mean, it is like buying an asset, man. I mean, they do not lose value.
Top 3 vehicles, best-selling vehicles. Number 1.
Ford F-150.
Ford F-150. Number 2.
Would be the Honda Civic.
Chevy Silverado.
Is it really?
Their truck. And number 3.
Honda Civic.
Toyota RAV4.
Is it really?
RAV4.
Wow, the little mini compact thing?
Yeah, their SUV.
And that's wild because my daughter had one of those before, and we had issues with that thing. It was like the only Toyota that we actually had some weird problems with because all my other kids I think they've all had, I think 2 of them have had Hondas. I know for a fact 2 have had Hondas. And one is at a Corolla, and I know that they just run forever. I mean, my son had a Ford Ranger that his grandfather gave him. He should have never gotten rid of that thing. He'd still be driving it right now. That just bulletproof, man. Nothing European.
There is I just saw the ad last night for the new Nissan Sentra.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty damn good looking.
Look, I got to tell you, I know that Nissan went through a troubled time, but I love that brand. I think that's such a great brand. You know, I was a Datsun guy for a while. I was a big 240Z guy for a long time, so that's one of the reasons. But I just love the brand. But yeah, they did have a tough time maintaining some integrity in their products for a little bit. All right. Did you get that video that I asked you about? Did you see it?
I got a video. I'm not sure if it's the right one.
Are they dressed in like orange tops? The robots have like orange tops.
It's the Unitree Spring Festival Gala robot.
Yeah. It's I don't know if you've seen this, Deborah. See if you can bring it up there, Jack, and see if what they're doing. So, China in 2025 they released this video of these humanoid robots. Oh yeah, that's it. Doing these kind of things, right? I mean, you can see it right there. So I did Tom and Dan this morning, and they put the video up. Daniel did of these robots doing this syncopated. Like kung fu thing. And I asked him if it was AI because it doesn't look like it could be possible, but it is. That's real. That's it right there. That's real. They're doing that. That's a humanoid robot doing that.
Yeah, they are leaning into this technology.
And they can break dance. They're doing all kinds of stupid stuff like that. Look at that. That is incredible. Those are robots. It just reminds me of what was the Will Smith movie?
iRobot?
Dude, that's exactly what they look like, right? I mean, they look like iRobots. Look at that, running up, springing up the wall, jumping off. Are you horrified yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right, 407.
What worries you more, that or that video of Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt fighting?
Because the CGI video isn't going to take my life. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you can send as many of those as you can build into battle, I don't know what it takes to take one down, though.
That's the problem.
RealRadio.fm/watch.
EMP, maybe?
Yeah, I was going to say, okay, so, I mean, it looks ominous, but I wonder how hard or easy it is to take those things down. I would think the most terrifying they could be is if they're armed, and, of course, their ability to use AI to zero in on where you are to shoot is going to take away the error of doing that.
Not even. They're going to have strength beyond human capability.
Right,
I mean, they could crush a bone. They could break a bone. They could
but if they build
unlimited energy to chase you.
And if they build their bodies out of titanium, theoretically, I mean, you would have to have a pretty good shot to take one out. I mean, you'd have to hit it in a certain spot, I would guess. If they don't even protect that spot, because that right there does not look good, dude.
I don't know. The thing that frightens me more are armed drones with facial recognition software.
Yeah.
Where they can say, assassinate this person.
Yeah,
right. And then it just scans until it finds you.
And look, that you know what that is, right? That's just diplomacy away from happening.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's just diplomacy away from happening.
All those tools are available.
That's just diplomacy. Yeah. That's just a point of it getting to the point where they go, okay, well, we have to employ this now. And then send, like he said, send drones out that either have C4 attached to them, because we've seen that used in Ukraine to take out tanks or other troops. They just attach a little, some C4 to it and send it on its way, and there's nothing you can do to it. Nothing you can do. I mean, I guess you could shoot it out of the air. And now they're building these nets. Have you seen that? Like all the areas have these mesh-like nets over everything, so the drones can't get to it. They'll eventually have drones that catch on fire and burn it down.
Yeah.
I think it's going to get to the point where war is almost like absolute. Not absolute, but obsolete. In other words,
I like that one better than the first one.
Yeah.
It's obsolete in the sense that like it's like a zero sum, right? I mean, no world leader. I've never get really scared of nuclear war. Do you guys?
Yes. Oh,
you do?
Yeah. As a kid, growing up, in the Cold
do you,
War.
do you think there's an actual threat of nuclear war?
I didn't until
Well, the Iranian nuclear program, Putin, people with
North Korea.
Yeah.
But you got to remember,
a little more worried now. We had a good run in the 90s and early 2000s where we kind of felt safe.
Yeah, but when you look at the people who run the countries like that, like you look at your North Korea, your Irans, Russia, China, those people don't want to die. Those people don't want to live in squalor. They don't want to live. They don't want to live in a post-apocalyptic world. No more than we do. I think that's mostly flexing. I think it's just the nuclear arms are like having your big brother behind you while you talk S to everybody in the world.
Right.
That's what I think it is. I don't think there's really anybody really wants to launch those things because they understand there is no winning a nuclear war. There's none of that. And even if you have a bunker, it doesn't matter. We're going to stay down there for 150 years.
That is the thought of that is a reasonable and rational line of thinking.
Yeah.
The problem is if someone with access is irrational.
Right. But I think even the people that we consider irrational, like we're told by our government all the time that Putin's irrational, that Xi is irrational, that Kim Jong-un is irrational, that the leader of Iran is irrational, that I told over there. But in reality, you can be as irrational as you want. You still don't want to die, I don't believe. I mean, these people are narcissists, malignant narcissists at the highest level, which means they want accolades all the time. And the last thing they want to do is have to dig for their own water. I mean, they're not going to do that, dude.
I mean, I believe the latest Doomsday movie with Idris Elba, where they're under the belief that you're being attacked. So it's either we get wiped out or you send missiles back.
Right.
And
that's the whole War Games movie going back to the 80s, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean.
Well, we've had that happen, remember? We've had two incidents then, right? We had a false launch from. What was the font? That happened recently.
Well, it wasn't a false launch, but you did have people in Hawaii receiving an EAS alert that missiles were on the way.
That's it. And then that was the phone. Maybe it was the same incident. Well, there was an immediate phone call. Like, hey, look, don't freak out. This is not
right.
This is not anything. Don't lose your mind, please. Because Hawaii's real close too. Right. Yeah, don't lose your mind. Don't go crazy. I think that would be the prevalent thought process. I don't believe there really is a threat of nuclear war. I think it's all posturing. I think this, however, the robot thing, that's interesting. Now, again, I mean, is China going to invade us with robots? I don't know. I doubt it. But it is an interesting deployment. I mean, when you look at that video, I mean, if you're another country and you see that China can create an army of robots, legit, could cost them no sore and have them just run remotely or just give them a directive and let them go. That's terrifying.
And I think most countries don't have to wait for YouTube.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
Speaking of fighting robots, have you finished Fallout?
No, but I have seen the last. I'm completely addicted to this Night of the Seven Nations.
Oh, okay. I'm hearing such great things. Also, Russ and Ryan were talking about it on the Monsters,
Dude,
great it is.
It is so good. I have to tell you, it makes me wonder if I missed out on Game of Thrones.
Which you can still watch. They're independent of each other, even though it's the same atmosphere.
It is, but the problem is I feel like, now that I'm watching this, I'm really into it. I looked at my wife the other day. I was like, God dang, man, did we miss out on Game of Thrones? Are we missing something here? I mean, everybody says it's so great, and this show is amazing. I think it's the same guy, right?
Yeah. This, I hear the biggest complaint about the new one is it's only 30 minutes. At the end of 30 minutes, you're like, oh, no, come on, man.
It's even worse. It's worse than that. I'll tell you what's worse about it. Because you can feel when it's about 20 minutes. And you can see the story and where it's going. And if you're like me, which sucks because you try to predict things ahead of time, you start kind of reading into the story. I look over at my wife and I'm like, this is going to make me so pissed because they're going to get to this pivotal point of this scene that we're watching. I'm not going to give it up. And then they're going to go to the black screen and I'm going to overhand throw something at a wall here. And that's exactly what happened. Because you start feeling that internal time thing.
Oh, yeah.
That it's getting to 30 minutes and you're like, oh, I know when are they going to do it? And then right at the worst possible / best possible time, they do it.
My wife does not like when I start tossing out theories of what I think is happening in the shows we're watching.
Really?
She's like, well, I didn't think it. Because now that puts that in her head. She was enjoying a perfectly lovely experience as the director intended, and in comes me with, hey, did you ever think that this might be happening?
You're the worst. You're like me. But my wife and I actually will stop stuff and go, okay, what do you think we're doing? Who do you think the bad guys? Where do you think it's going? Who does this? Who's doing that? And we'll take our little guesses and we'll roll out. And if they surprise us, we're like, hey, good job.
We do that with Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Is that good?
It's very good.
Man, I love the movie. It was Matthew McConaughey in the old Lincoln like that. And who plays the lawyer?
I don't know his name, but you will know him. And they just got approved for, I think, season 4 now.
So real quick, do they go from town to town solving crime type thing like that poker face lady did?
Well, where I am at with this season was he is a defense attorney, right? And he's being obviously set up.
Yes, of course.
He's being accused of murder. So this is his trial of being put on trial for murder.
So will they take the entire season to go through that story plot? Because
and then they'll leave you on a cliffhanger,
right?
And then make you wait till the next season comes out before you're like, oh, you.
See that show Poker Face with that girl that was from Orange is the New Black?
Yes.
She did the show, and what she would do, because she was kind of on the run from the mob or something, she had to go to a different town every time. Every episode was a different town she was rolling into, and she would stumble upon some crime that she had to solve. I love that theory.
Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah, Natasha Lyonne.
And this is Manuel Garcia Rolfo, who plays Mickey Haller.
Wow. And he also did the Super Bowl halftime show. All right, 407.
You know who Natasha Lyonne was married to?
Yeah.
I heard it, and I can't remember. Was it Fred? It was Fred Armisen.
Correct.
Is who it was.
Yeah.
And they were married for like 30 minutes. And if I remember right, she does not have anything cool to say about that guy. Like he's like a weird, like a straight up weirdo. Like a really odd dude.
I always got that impression that Fred Armisen was a weirdo.
He is. Well, you read her statements about him.
He looks like a weirdo.
It's kind of wild. I mean, I don't think they were married very long.
Not weird in a bad way, just eccentric.
Very eccentric.
Yeah.
And I think maybe difficult to get along with. And I think maybe he, maybe has eyes that kind of wander a little bit, according to her. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right, guys, load them up. Trivia's next. Let's do it.
Powered by coffee, chaos, and questionable decisions. Never algorithms. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
This is 3-time Pro Bowler Sean Merriman. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Rasmussen University.
American Michaela Schifrin shook off her past Olympic demons, and she claimed the gold medal in the women's slalom today in Cortina. Over to hoops, and Magic forward Franz Wagner will be out indefinitely because of ongoing soreness in his high ankle sprain. He'll be reevaluated in 3 weeks. And former Florida quarterback commit Jaden Rashada has settled his NIL lawsuit against ex-Gators coach Billy Napier and a UF booster. I'm Scott Davidson.
Rasmussen University is where passion meets education, offering over 60 career-focused programs ranging from nursing and early childhood education to business and IT. Whether you're starting fresh or leveling up, there's a path here built for your goals. Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. It is American Heart and National Cancer Prevention Month. That's important because they're in the business of doing both of those things, helping you out with your heart and possibly preventing cancer for you. And I tell you, man, these guys have touched my life so much. My wife, my in-laws, giving us that peace of mind that you want when you go into your older years. You want to make sure your heart's in good shape, especially if you want to live a full life. And that's why early detection helps you live long enough to see life's most precious moments. That's right. You and your heart health matter because it's counting on you. And that's what Life Imaging is all about. Remember, there are no dyes. You do not take your clothes off. No injections, none of that stuff. As a matter of fact, the entire process only takes a few minutes, so do not wait. Do what I did, what my wife did, what my in-laws did. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And please, while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well because early detection does save lives. Guys, just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan, and they will connect you in seconds. Make that call today and take control of your long-term health care.
Host an event they'll never forget at Crush Yard. Designed for group gatherings of all kinds, Crush Yard makes it easy to bring people together for team events, birthday parties, and milestone celebrations. With pickleball courts, great food and drinks, and flexible space to play or relax, everything comes together in one place. We handle the details so you can focus on your guests and enjoy the moment. It's an interactive, high-energy experience everyone will remember. Learn more at CrushYard.com.
You can feel the excitement in the air at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand, and Ocala. But we fumbled. We ordered way too many Mitsubishis, plus truckloads of pre-owned. Now we'll accept any reasonable offer. Fumble! Customer takes possession and pays thousands less. And all you need is a dime. One dime down. We'll even pay top dollar for your trade. That will lower your car payment even more. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty. Lifetime on new and pre-owned. We have way too many new Mitsubishis. Outlander SUVs with 0% financing for 60 months and too many pre-owned. There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference. No problem. We have banks and credit unions ready to lend with low rates. But hurry, when they're gone, they're gone. Take the winning drive to RC Hill Mitsubishi. In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4. DeLand and Ocala. RCHill.com. RCHill.com. Time down, $535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax title to qualified buyers.
Buying a diamond, especially these days, can be a challenge. If you're not careful, you're going to really overpay or get sold an inferior cut stone that doesn't sparkle the way you want it to. Hey, it's Russ Rollins. That's why I tell everyone to skip the corporate chain stores. Don't go online and forget about the mall stores. Go straight to the International Diamond Center. They are locally owned. It's a family-owned business. Florida people who stand behind what they sell for 4 stellar decades. IDC experts are guaranteed to get you the best diamond, the highest quality, full certified for a price guaranteed anywhere in America. No tricks, no inflated pricing, no cloudy diamonds, no cutting corners, just diamonds you can be proud to wear or be proud to give to the one you love. This is Florida's direct diamond importer, hand-picked diamonds with the strongest warranties and guarantees in the industry. So don't risk it, guys. Buy with confidence from the International Diamond Center. I trust them. You can too. They're in Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and the Mall of Millennia. That's the International Diamond Center. Make sure you tell them that Russ Rollins and the Monster sent you. You'll love working with them. International Diamond Center.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Premier Men's Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Premier Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Premier Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-723-7533. 407-723-7533. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 407-723-7533.
And the winner of the iHeart Podcast Award is...
You can decide who takes home the 2026 iHeart Podcast Awards Podcast of the Year by voting at iHeartPodcastAwards.com now through February 22nd. See all the nominees and place your vote at iHeartPodcastAwards.com.
Audible is a proud sponsor of the Audible Audio Pioneer Award. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals all in one easy app. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Look ahead with the team at TK Law to plan your family's future. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now back to the Jim Colbert Show.
Well, thanks a lot, Jim. You just caused every listener who sees my vehicle and sees that I'm proud that I visited 12 national parks and want to display it to assume that I'm a bad driver. I'm not a bad driver. In fact, I'm recording this while... Whoa!
Good job, buddy.
Kidding.
Good.
Just good job, dude. Love it. All right, 407, somebody just texted and said, well, the other day you said this person was a bad driver. And I was like, maybe you're the bad driver. And I was like, yeah, don't point that out. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is as well.
Yeah.
And he has the Jackie sack. What's in it, my man?
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
Okay, so we have 3 different prizes. Oh, no, check that. 4. No, let's go 3.
That's too many prizes.
Yeah, 4 is too many.
Yeah.
3 is my limit. And I will read them all. The winner will get to pick which they want. It could be a 4-pack of tickets to the Scottish Highland Ceilidh this Friday night at the Mount Dora Music Hall, featuring the Harp Twins that you'll hear on the Jim Colbert Show on Friday. Also, Bohemia will be performing, Highland Dancing, and more. You can get tickets at mountdorascott.com. That is Scott with 1 T.
Nice.
I also have a pair of tickets to see Orlando City SC. They open their season this Saturday against the New York Red Bulls at Inter & Co Stadium. I will be there. Join me as we root on Orlando City for another season. And finally, in the Jackie Sack, a pair of tickets to see the Black Crows.
Nice.
The Southern Hospitality Tour with special guest Whiskey Myers at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. That show is happening May 31st.
Yeah.
Those are the prizes in the Jackie Sack today.
Back to you, a clickety-clack.
Thank you, young lady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, let's go 3.
3 is Charles. Charles, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Doing good, buddy. Want to play a little game with us?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
It's time for Age Against the Machine on the Jim Colbert Show. The game where we figure out which celebrity has been alive the longest. 4 famous names, 1 stubborn survivor. No talent, no relevance, just who's been avoiding the grave and still cashing checks. Let's play.
All right, buddy, that's right. It's time for another round of Age Against the Machine. Here are 4 celebrities from the sports, entertainment, and business worlds. All you have to do, tell me who is the oldest of these. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Number 1, Post Malone. Number 2, Shohei Ohtani. Number 3, Tom Holland. Or lastly, Justin Bieber. Who is the oldest of those 4?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland is not the answer. Matter of fact,
Wow.
Tom Holland is the youngest of them all.
Wow.
Very good. All right, Deb, 1, 2, 4, or 5?
Let's go 4.
4 is a good choice. Let's go with Ken. Ken, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing
Doing
today?
good, buddy. Tell me who the oldest person of these 3 remaining celebrities are. Number 1, Post Malone. Number 2, Shohei Ohtani. Or lastly, Justin Bieber.
Ohtani.
Ohtani is not. He's only 31 years old. There you go. All right.
Oh, sorry, dude.
All right. 1, 2, or 5.
Let's go 1.
1 will go right up top to Robert. Robert, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much.
Love hearing that, Robert. You got a 50-50 shot here. Who's older, Post Malone or Justin Bieber?
Give me the 50-50 shot. I'll take Justin Bieber.
And you'll take the winner. You're a winner. Yeah, Justin Bieber, 32 years old. Post Malone, only 30 years old.
Man, he looks rough.
Oh,
It's
man.
all that face ink.
Yeah.
Dude, when I saw that Post Malone was only 30 years old, I was like, let's AI that to make sure we're right
It's
here.
right here.
And then it said it again, let's AI it one more time. Maybe AI has it wrong because I look at Post Malone, I think,
40.
he's like a hooker 30.
Right.
Our last 3 players were Robert, Rob, and Bob.
It's like a terrible sitcom on the WB. Yeah, man. I and the funny thing, I think Ohtani is the kind of the outlier there because, you know, when you hear these names, you try to pick something like, well, when did people start hearing about this guy? You know, it just seems like he just won Rookie of the Year just a few years ago, but he's been around for a minute, you know?
Well, he's had a career
Right.
in Japan before he came here.
Yeah,
so. Yeah, I was surprised. I thought he would have been in his high 20s, but 31 is about right, I guess.
Do you guys like this game? I have to tell you, I just being honest with everybody here. I'm having a weird thing with the trivia changes because every time I do this one or we did the one with the Celebrity Net Worth thing, I get people like, that's not the same as the other trivia because we're not learning anything.
Yeah.
You're only learning how rich people are or how old somebody is.
Right.
They like the other trivia because when we do the trivia, you know, inevitably you're going to wind up learning something like cauliflower the other day. I had no idea that, you know, some of that. So I had no idea the cauliflower part you eat is called the curd. So
I know that Jack wished he hadn't learned that part.
Oh, yeah.
His least favorite word.
I learned the same amount from either game.
Yeah. Oh, you son of a bitch.
What?
Hey, by the way, join us this Friday, dude. We're broadcasting live in just a couple days from Whiskey Kitchen in Mount Dora. And if you're out in that area, drop by. The weather is going to be absolutely perfect. We're going to be outside, throwing down, having a good time. Sarah from Feisty Trivia is going to be with us. Yep. It's going to be a blast. We have tons of guests joining us as well.
Yeah, you got to get an orange old fashioned at Whiskey Kitchen.
I'm done.
Oh yeah.
Give me 10.
Yeah, they have like an autumn old fashioned, an orange old fashioned, a blueberry old. Their food is phenomenal.
Yeah, man, we're really looking forward to it. We went there before, that's where the News Junkie broadcast from the 4th of July for last year. They were there. They took it over, but they got rain. We're not going to get any rain, so we're going to be out back and be able to kind of pack people in. So if you want to come out and hang out with us, watch us do the show, kind of hang out and just enjoy, like during the breaks, talk and stuff, man, just come out. Whiskey Kitchen, Mount Dora. Friday we start at 3 till 7, just like normal. Probably afterwards, going to step out downtown, have a good time. So we would love to see you guys there. Plus, we're going to have some stuff to give away as well. So really, really looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun. That's this Friday. Monsters in the Morning will be at Back Porch Pizza for their live show. And then, at 3 o'clock, make sure you are at Whiskey Kitchen, and we will take you the rest of the way until 7 p.m.
And that's right. This is all about the Scottish Highland Festival.
Oh, yeah. And for those who are like into that elven culture, that kind of, Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely want to see the Harp Twins, two beautiful, blonde, identical twins. And the guys who drum next to them are also identical twins who look like they just stepped off of Beowulf's Viking boat.
Really?
Oh, they're a fantastic, really, really great performance.
Maybe I'll just drink mead all day and ask for winches.
They're going to be on our show on Friday.
Yeah,
awesome.
What you want is Dragon's Blood.
Oh, that's right.
Dragon's Blood, another name for whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Uska.
Yeah.
Uska.
You drinking?
And then
it's Pope Catholic.
Go ahead, buddy.
And then Friday night, that's the Kaylee.
Yeah.
And so
you'll probably find me at the Kaylee.
How do you think you spell Kaylee, Jim?
Oh, Lord.
It's this is a Scottish word, so it's KZF5 6 pi, I think, right? Is that close?
Well, Jim, you are so close. It's actually CEILIDH.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Kaylee,
there's
exactly.
a D in there. Right?
I know.
Yeah, that's a party. That's Friday night at the Mount Dora Music Hall, and that will have the Harp Twins as well.
Yep.
Bohemia playing music, and they'll have dancing and more. That's but that's Friday night, and then Saturday you have the Highland Games. Sunday, you have the Highland Games. Chad from Real Music Weekends is going to be out there both Saturday and Sunday as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, but they have all the schedule, and you can get your tickets for the events at Mount Dora Scott with 1T, MountDoraScott.com.
Yeah, MountDoraScot.com for sure. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Ross is not going to join us for Good Sauce.
Oh, come on, man.
But Joel's going to. Ross is actually at the stadium.
In Turnco Stadium, he's getting ready because the Orlando City opens their season this Saturday, and Ross is part of the stadium host. He
and Sabrina have been doing it for years.
Host.
Yeah. So he's doing that. So we'll talk to Joel here in a sec.
Win your way, along with 3 friends, to the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg, courtesy of Real Radio and Firestone Complete Auto Care. Enter now at realradio.fm/contest.
iHeartRadio. Olympics update.
American snowboarder Jake Cantor put in a podium-worthy performance in the Olympic men's slopestyle final on Wednesday, storming back from 10th place with an epic run to claim the bronze medal.
So to be standing here right now with an Olympic medal is unbelievable. I can't believe it.
The 22-year-old Cantor is taking home a medal in his first appearance at the Winter Games. China and Japan won the gold and silver medals, respectively.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Accident has been cleared on the I-4 express lanes traveling westbound. You still have stop-and-go traffic, though, from Fairbanks Avenue. Delays on I-4 eastbound as well between Central Florida Parkway and Sand Lake Road. Also, lots company traveling westbound I-4 between the Beach Line and 535. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Guys, let me tell you, I bought a number of homes here in Central Florida, and I've sold those homes. One thing I've learned along the way is a good realtor can make a gigantic difference in how much money you make on your property. When you consider that's one of your biggest, if not your biggest asset you'll have in your life, and when you do sell it, you want to maximize the value of that, you got to go with the pros. That is the Nickley Group, thenickley.com. These guys are awesome. I can tell the story because it's important. My wife's best friend is a mortgage closer, and she told me when I started endorsing these guys, she said, well, you picked the right crew because every time they have a closing in my office, everything is always perfect. There are never problems with their deals. And when you factor in the fact that these guys get about 6% more on average for their listings than their competitors, and they sell those homes twice as fast, it really makes it very intriguing. And if you're buying a home, let me tell you, the Nickley Group can help you as well because an entire army of realtors is going to be out there looking for all the homes that check all of the boxes you and your family need. The number one real estate team in all Central Florida. They sell more homes than anybody, about one every 9 hours, 4,000 5-star reviews, and they even have a thing called their guaranteed cash offer. Check this out. If you don't want to deal with any of the real estate stuff, you would just like to get your money and move forward. How about this? No showings, no open houses, and this deal can close in just 14 days. That's their guaranteed cash offer. It's the nickley.com. That's NICKLEY group.com.
People don't listen to radio ads. While you're driving or making a sandwich, your subconscious pays full attention. So relax. Let it take over.
Sunday makes yard care simple with a custom plan based on your soil, climate, and yard size. No pesticides, no harsh stuff.
Custom Sunday Lawn Plan.
Order today and get your
Custom Sunday Lawn Plan.
ready for the season ahead. Sunday, a smarter, healthier yard.
To everyone looking for a little something extra, Delicious Rewards has officially arrived at Culver's.
With Delicious Rewards, you earn 10 points for every dollar you spend. Those points can be redeemed for free menu items. Because the more you enjoy Culver's, the more we love rewarding you for it. You'll even get special treats every now and then just for being a fan, plus a more personalized Culver's experience. Join today at culvers.com/earn and start earning points with every purchase.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious. To everyone who loves sharing a great meal, let us tell you about our Wisconsin fish fry at Culver's.
We hand batter our cod and walleye so your meal tastes homemade. Our walleye is only around for a limited time, so when it's here, we make sure every bite is worth it. Since we cook our food fresh, you and your family get a satisfying crunch every single time. It's the same with our butterfly jumbo shrimp. It's made to order and golden fried to perfection. So grab your loved ones and join us for one of our favorite traditions. From Wisconsin with love,
welcome to Delicious.
Make your dream of a new Pavers driveway, pool deck, beautiful patio, and artificial turf a reality with Pavers Depot. Join us at the largest Pavers showroom in Central Florida. Over 400,000 square feet in stock, including Tamron brand pavers. Pavers Depot can get your job done in just 2 weeks with a free estimate on custom installation. Visit online at paversdepot.com or call 407-839-5900. 407-839-5900. paversdepot.com.
The City of Eustis presents the 124th Annual George Fest this Saturday through the 28th in downtown Eustis and Farron Park. 8 days of carnival rides, food, family fun, and live music with Will Mosley, Jackie Rohr, Whosoever South, Grammy-nominated Mac McAnally, and soul powerhouse Alan Stone. Free admission this Saturday through the 28th in Eustis. Info at eustisgeorgefest.org.
Insurance companies don't want you to hire an attorney so they can pay you pennies on the dollar for your injuries. But I don't cost you a dime unless I get you money. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get pushed around by the insurance companies. Just call Mo.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything. but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry the Bahamas and USA.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, broadcasting live from Maitland, Florida. I am Jim. There is Deborah.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday around 8 o'clock, we air a show called Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. You know half of that equation quite well because we hear him on the show all the time. The other half of that equation, I wish you would never have to meet.
The brains to the beauty?
This guy hangs out in neon rooms for no good reason. His beard is reminiscent of Eminem's when Eminem's career was going very poorly.
I think that was that. I don't think Joel's dying his. Though.
Actually, he's one of the quickest, funniest guys in the entire city of Orlando. Good and loud for Joel Warren.
Yay!
The infinitely talented Joel Warren. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, better now. I'm just glazing.
I love it. You know, it's so funny. Right during the break, we were talking about the show that you guys have coming up with Colin and how exciting that is. Do you know him very well?
I know Colin Mockery not at all.
Oh, you don't?
Never met. No, I just Chase Paget does know him. I think they've performed together in Canada several times. Chase is like very Canadian famous.
Yeah. He is very Canadian famous.
As is Colin Mockery. As we know him from Whose Line Is It Anyway? He's also done a bunch of other stuff. I was telling Jack he's one of like 5 people in the world that's famous for improv comedy.
Yeah.
So anyway, Chase arranged for him to come perform at the Plaza on April 6th as a fundraiser for the Orlando Fringe. And he put together the best performers from SAC Comedy Lab that are also in a Fringe show.
Right, and of course that includes yourself, Chase.
I told him I had to be one of them.
Yep. Yeah. You should do that, right? Yeah. Because you are that guy. I mean, you are that guy. You're
Paget dues.
Yeah, but I mean, you're in that world, and I'm not trying to blow you up here, dude. I mean, but in that world, you're royalty, right? I mean, in the SAC world, you've been doing this a long time. It's part of your skill set. As a matter of fact, I think it may be your best skill set.
Thank you. It's true. That's my basketball to my Michael Jordan. Everything else is me just trying to remember the rules to baseball.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm no Wayne Brady, but I'll be in that show and an amazing cast, really. It's kind of an Orlando all-star cast, improv-wise. And Colin will be there, and we're going to do a show. We'll have a musician. Chase will be performing as well. So it should be really fun. I'm very excited for it.
I mean, some of the most talented people the city has to offer all on the stage at one time. I would say, probably going to pan out pretty well. I mean, Chase is a Fringe legend here in town. I mean, how many times has he won the thing? 3 or 4 or 5? Actually, he won it so much. Didn't they stop making him compete?
He's now on the board of the Orlando Fringe, and he is performing though. He'll be doing a show this year, and everybody that's in that show with Colin Mockery has won. Emily Fontana, who was the former artistic director of SAC, she's incredible. Robbie Pygott, who's a theater legend in Orlando and is also in my show, Dad Bod Dance Off.
Okay, I love that. Very nice. and is Emily the one? Ross told me that she is really, really funny, and she likes movies and likes to review movies and stuff. Is that the same Emily, or is it a different?
This is the Emily. I'm not sure about that, but Emily directed Ross and I's Fringe show the last 2 years.
I think that is her, dude. I think
she's the one that we brought in because she's so sharp, and I was like, there's too much male energy involved in this project. I need like a mean woman to just tell us what we're doing wrong.
He told me she was forward.
That's a really polite way of what I just said, rephrasing. That's why Ross is more famous than me.
Yeah.
Like, she's mean. She'll fix it. And she did. But, yeah, Emily's incredible and has a voice. I mean, she's, like, one of the best singers I've ever heard, and she's also an improviser. So it's worth it to see her in a bigger theater, too.
And that show will be coming up in April. And, of course, we'll tell you and do more with that as it kind of approaches because we have some plans behind the scenes to, maybe do a little something with you guys. I mean, do you get nervous when you're performing with a guy that's that famous? I mean, with Colin, I mean, again, I mean, on television, how long did that show run?
I mean, you can still see it if you're at the right tire shop. It's still running.
8-10 seasons
it's on
or something
all the time. And they've toured as well recently. I think they went to the Dr. Phillips Center not that long ago. So it's still in people's memories. It's still something that, and obviously it's different every time because they make it all up. But to answer your question, no, it's much less pressure on me to do anything if there's someone famous in the show.
Wow, that's crazy.
If I happen to offer something to the show, which obviously is the goal, that's just gravy. But sometimes when there's someone famous that you're working with, it's more of your job to be what they need to show their best. And I don't mind that at all.
It's like me playing golf in a tournament, best ball tournament. If you use one of my shots, I'm happy.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, Joel is.
Same thing. It's same with golf. If you're the bad one, just go fast and get it over.
Yeah,
with.
right. Yeah, that's all anybody wants to do is just go fast, pick it up, and move. Joel is it is Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. Joel is on with us now. Joel Warren. And what do you guys have coming up for the show tonight? It's been really good, by the way. You guys are really starting to gel. I listened to a weekend, not this past show, but the week before, and it was really, really entertaining and funny.
Thank you. We've been having an incredible series of guests, which has kind of injected energy. John Arce, who's often on the show, has just had the birth of his first child, which is, as it should be, taking up most of his time. We've had him on once to kind of do a recap of how it went, but we've been having people fill the chair, and that's kind of injected a new energy. And this week is the same. We have Tim Barr, who is the voice of Orlando City, the in-stadium announcer that you always hear, but you never really get to see him or hear what his personality is. I mentioned on the show, I had an idea based on his performance in this stadium that he was this like grizzled old pirate man, with like seashells in his beard. Just because he growls all these announcements, but he looks like he was selling Mazdas. So he's a pretty slick dude.
That's kind of how
very intimidating man.
That's weird how it is though, because I mean, when I first saw Paul Porter, the guy who does it for the Magic, or did it for the Magic, I remember the same thing, and I would think most people probably have that same relationship with maybe the arena announcers in their hometowns. Like that voice will be part of their life forever, but they couldn't pick the dude out of a lineup.
Absolutely, and there's a novelty to getting to see what they look like. I mean, you all know that from
certainly
on the radio. It's probably the biggest comment you get, I imagine, but it was, for me, that was what I was doing. I was just staring at him. I'm like, wow, it's really him.
What are you guys covering tonight? Just the beginning of the season, stuff like that?
Partially. We are very excited. Everybody on the show, except for Renato, is a diehard Orlando City fan and has been for years. We're trying to convert him, and I think Tim Barr may have converted him more than any other element. So we got Tim to introduce Renato as though he were subbing into a game.
Oh no!
Oh yeah!
And I've never seen that man light up with so much confidence, and which isn't much for him.
And let me tell you something, man. He has the most rollable R name of all time. Are you kidding me, dude? I mean, are you kidding me? You could roll that dude's
Tim has been
R's.
Announcing Brazilians and Venezuelans for years. Renato was light work for him.
You could roll that R from here to Geneva, dude. It's crazy. I mean,
he even did a fade out. He did like Renato.
That's like a wrestling
rattle. Yeah, it was really dramatic. I'm like, there's no wonder you're the one doing this. He's got a really, and most stadium announcers don't do any sort of performance. They sort of stick to the, it's very Presbyterian, but he's like Key West energy.
He gets in there, huh?
He's New Orleans, like there's some Zatarans sprinkled on his.
Get a growl.
So
gets that little growl going a little bit.
He does, and he talks about that. How amongst the stadium announcer crowd, of which there are like 100 in the country, that was not well received at first, and now he's gone viral, and there's a place for him. But he stands out in that genre of people.
Hey, it's funny because it wasn't 4 or 5 years ago. My timetable thing is so bad, but when the guy who was like go,
yeah.
that guy, man, that dude became one of the famous cats on planet Earth. And I think it was like either a World Cup or 2 World Cups ago is when I was introduced to that dude. And then all of a sudden, when you YouTube somebody like that, get ready, dude, because your algorithm is going to give you about 9 hours of this guy yelling goal in every iteration possible.
He is. He's iconic, and soccer nerd on the end of the line here, but his son is now an announcer.
Oh, is he
wow.
really?
Yeah, there's on Paramount. He's one of the soccer announcers, so I guess it runs in the family.
Wow.
But Tim is Orlando's. It's part of the experience of going to those stadium games, and we have the drummers. There's so many parts of the game that make Orlando stand out in the league as probably one of the best places, along with Seattle, to see a game.
My favorite part of announcing, and this was really happened at the Magic more than the City, because I don't think I've been to enough City games to tell you whether or not it actually happens. But my favorite thing for when you're watching the Magic games, it's when the other team scores. The contrast between when we score, it's like it'd be like
Messi, Miami, go.
It'd be like, like Johnny Black from 3. That's pow, 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 pow. And then the other guy scores a 3, and it's like Steve with 3.
Yes, even that. Oh, and his version of that is like breaking grandma died news. It's goal.
Other team. Rosas with a goal.
Yeah,
we'll send his
family.
family
No longer with us.
We'll send his family flowers.
Oh yeah. Well, and he went viral. One of his first, I think it's probably what nailed him down on the job so long, was a former player had been talking smack about Orlando, and the whole stadium was chanting, like, I can't repeat it here what they were saying, but he was on the bench and they subbed him in, and he decided to throw gas on the fire, and he introduced him like just a piece of garbage, and everyone's like, whoever this guy is a legend.
Whoever the guy coming at that dude is the greatest dude ever.
Whoever this announcer is now our announcer forever.
All right, so
that's why he's on the show, is because and plus Ross partied with him one time and was like, Joel, for real, this guy's an animal. So he fits right in on the couch on our show, and it's a really funny episode. Even I think they're all pretty funny, but this one's maybe the funniest one we've had.
All right, so it's Good Sauce tonight. Ross and Joel. Tim Barr will be with them from Orlando City, so tune in and check it out. Buddy, we always appreciate your call. Good and loud for Mr. Joel Warren. There you go.
Thank you.
Love you too, Joel.
See you, Joel. Good job, buddy, as always.
Bye-bye.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Stop and go traffic. I-4 westbound between Parr Street and Robinson Street. Pumping the brakes as well. I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and 535. And, of course, lots of company. I-4 eastbound between 27 and World Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Katie Wilkins.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals. Upgrading to a metal roof? Tri-County Metals is offering a factory direct rebate up to $500. Built to last. Built for your home. Register today at TriCountyMetals.com.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park is the go-to destination for flooring. Visit coreflooringfl.com.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, millsairandbusinessforthepeople.com.
Mills Air and Business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Make your dream of a new paver's driveway, pool deck, beautiful patio, and artificial turf a reality with Pavers Depot. Join us at the largest pavers showroom in Central Florida. Over 400,000 square feet in stock, including Temron brand pavers. Pavers Depot can get your job done in just 2 weeks with a free estimate on custom installation. Visit online at paversdepot.com or call 407-839-5900. 407-839-5900. paversdepot.com.
The riders who face Daytona Supercross are built different. Withstanding the most unforgiving and grueling track is not just a point of pride, but of pure grit and determination. This battle can only be felt in person. Witness the action unfold at the only place in Florida where the biggest names will battle it out under the lights. Daytona Supercross is built different. It's built for champions. It's built for fans. The gate drops Saturday, February 28th. There's only one place to be. Secure your tickets and trackside access at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Looking for a workout that doesn't feel like a workout? At Crush Yard, wellness is all about movement, connection, and fun, no matter your skill level. Whether you've never picked up a paddle or you play every week, pickleball gets your body moving and your stress levels down. Adding great food, refreshing drinks, and a social atmosphere, and it's wellness you actually want to show up for. Learn more at CrushYard.com.
What does your ex and traffic have in common? Both can hold you back. At TK Law, they help you move forward with confidence and a plan for your future. TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
You can feel the excitement in the air at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand, and Ocala. But we fumbled. We ordered way too many Mitsubishis, plus truckloads of pre-owned. Now we'll accept any reasonable offer. Fumble! Customer takes possession and pays thousands less. And all you need is a dime. One dime down. We'll even pay top dollar for your trade. That will lower your car payment even more. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty, lifetime on new and pre-owned. We have way too many new Mitsubishis, Outlander SUVs with 0% financing for 60 months, and too many pre-owned. There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference. No problem. We have banks and credit unions ready to lend with low rates. But hurry, when they're gone, they're gone. Take the winning drive to RC Hill Mitsubishi. In DeLand, just 2 miles off I-4. DeLand and Ocala. RCHill.com. RCHill.com. Down 535 a month, 72 months at 6% APR, plus tax title to qualified buyers.
We've been duped, hoodwinked, conned for 50 years. The lawn care industry sold us toxins in a bag and made our yards more toxic than a bad relationship. Sunday helps you ditch the chemicals and feed your lawn the good stuff. Soybean proteins, iron, seaweed, molasses. Ingredients that get your soil giggling like an overserved mom at the block party. Sunday uses clean ingredients and real science for thicker, greener grass. Order today and get your custom Sunday yard plan for the season ahead. Sunday for a smarter, healthier yard. GetSunday.com.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This month, iHeartRadio is celebrating the stars of the 2026 Winter Games. The pride of Starksboro, Vermont, Ryan Cochran-Siegel carries one of the most famous names in American skiing history. A Super G specialist with a silver medal already to his name, he attacks the mountain with a smooth, technical style that separates him from the pack. Known for finding speed where others find trouble, he drops into Milano Cortina looking to upgrade his silver to gold. For Cochran-Siegel, skiing fast is a family tradition. For more Winter Games gold, search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
So, Jack, the email that I directed you to go look at, I sent earlier to the News Junkie. It has to do with my son being involved in the military. And yeah, it's getting pretty crazy, and people don't realize nor understand how volatile the world is at the moment. And we're all about to find out if peace talks don't go just the perfect.
Oh, no.
Talking about Iran?
Way.
Or was that Ukraine?
Good afternoon, Colbert crew, and shout out to Nancy over in Palm Bay who watches my kids. She listens to y'all all the time.
Thanks, Nancy.
Jim, you totally missed out on Game of Thrones. You need to watch Game of Thrones. It was awesome. And I damn near threw something and broke my TV when that screen went blank, and after the 30-minute episode also. 30 minutes is not long enough.
Pisses you
Thanks
off.
for the heads up on hanging dongs. I totally first saw it coming and didn't look, but my wife confirmed it was massive.
We toured a Minuteman missile silo a few years ago while we were on vacation in North Dakota, and the stories they shared about how close we came to war, just seconds away, just by accidents. Things that were just radar blips. It's just so scary, and it's so surprising that it wasn't done. Must visit those. Definitely go out and check those out.
Yeah, it's badass.
Back in the 60s, there was a control panel that went bad in Russia. And it said that bombs were coming, warheads were coming, and one smart guy decided not to press the button. And that is the only reason we didn't have a nuclear war.
So, Jack.
Oh, no.
No, last one.
Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy, I've loved it my whole life. You got one end, you got Slam for Shaq. And then go to the other end of the floor, David Robinson.
Right, yeah, David. Live from Whiskey Kitchen. We'll have all kinds of fun stuff going on. Live trivia with Sarah from Feisty Trivia.
We'll have guests.
Yeah, we'll have guests, including the twins that we were just talking about.
The
The
Harp
Harp twins, man.
Yeah.
Plus, so many other cool things going on. If you want to see a fun live show and hang out with us while we do it, this will be a good opportunity. Friday at Whiskey Kitchen in Mount Dora. That's where we will be.
I have a feeling we'll be trying the new Captain Morgan coladas.
I love that.
Oh,
yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I can't make anything because we're at a bar. I was going to say I'd bring a little kit, make some old fashions, but we can't do that while we're there. We have to buy those.
It's
or
in
put
the
it
name
on
of
their
the place,
tab.
Whiskey
Yeah,
Kitchen.
yeah.
They got it covered.
It's in the name.
They got an entire wall.
Hey, when you guys were in high school, did people smoke in the bathrooms when you were in high school?
Yes. Well, no. When I was in high school, they had a smoking room.
section. That's why I asked you that.
Really?
Because, so when I was in high school, no, not me, but when my uncle went to high school, he said that they had a smoking section. It was out by like the football field. You had to walk like 100 yards to go out there, and you could stand and smoke a cigarette and then come back to class.
We were
Now,
just a few years removed from
right,
that.
the teachers, they had a smoking lounge, and I remember middle school, I'd walk by that thing, and when the door would swing open, it would be like the door swinging open in that Men in Black room where all those aliens were drinking coffee. Because it was just wild. You're seeing your teachers that you have all this respect for hotboxing M lights, so they could get back to their math class.
Oh,
right?
no. Those were Marlboro Reds. That's how stressed out they were.
So the reason I bring this up is because nobody smoked in the bathroom when I was in high school. Nobody did that. Nobody did anything stupid like that. They would do it outside, because you could walk outside and smoke a cigarette or whatever you're smoking that day. But nobody tried any stuff like that in the bathrooms when I was in school. You?
No.
Well, you went to a Catholic school. They would beat you senseless.
All-girl Catholic high
Right,
school.
right.
There was no smoking section. There was no, if you needed a cigarette, good luck.
Yeah. Well, Melbourne High School is setting a standard across Florida, and I'm interested to see how it goes. They're set to close their restrooms because people are going in there and vaping. And they are literally going to shut it down. In an email to parents, Principal Chad Kirk says the vaping problems have sparked, quote, environmental concerns in the student restrooms. It's also resulted in damage to restroom fixtures that have disrupted access to restroom facilities for our students. In response, we are implementing targeted restroom closures to reduce opportunities for misconduct. Now, I do remember this. There was a restroom monitor when I was in middle school. There was a student that was designated to stand in the restrooms during the class switchovers to make sure or report if anything sideways was going on.
Wow. That kid wasn't popular.
No, he was not.
Now, we had hall monitors. We did not have bathroom monitors.
It was kind of the same thing. They would just make sure that nobody was staying in there doing something they weren't supposed to do, go in there, go to the bathroom, get out. And they would just basically report to the teachers because the principal and the dean would just kind of roam the hallways. So if anytime anything was going on, they would just flag those guys down and off you go.
First time I saw someone do cocaine was in middle school bathroom.
In a middle school?
Way.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
The first time
Bobby Nazaro.
Really?
He was a student or a teacher?
Student.
How old?
I don't know. He had a little white bag. I see him put his finger in his arm like, whoa.
In middle school?
Yeah.
It's Jersey, dude.
11, 12 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Now-
Jack's like, what's that?
Now, when I was in middle school in the 6th grade, I remember this kid, 7th grade, my apologies, 8th grade, the 7th grade, this kid had like a little roach, a little joint, and he's like, I'm going to go smoke this. You want to go smoke this with me? I'm like, get that out of my face. I have no idea who you are. I'm not smoking. I didn't even know what it was. I'm like, what happens? Do you feel it immediately? And I'm asking all these questions, and the guys go, yeah, just come with me. I'm like, my buddy Clark looks at me and goes, don't go with that dude. Get out of here. But that was in the 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade. I mean, what are you, 12, 13?
Now, when I think about it, middle school, we used to ride the school bus with a guy who used to get on the school bus with a coffee can, full-size coffee can full of weed.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez Louise, we didn't have any of that stuff.
And this is Green Bay.
Yeah. The funny thing is if you weren't into that crowd, they wouldn't do it around you when I was in school. I rarely saw dudes getting high because I was hanging out with athletes, and none of the athletes could do it.
Right. And you hit it because it was illegal. And then now it's just a different attitude.
It would stick with you back then for sure. Yeah, it says, but
You'd
anyway.
be a druggie or a deadhead.
Exactly.
Yeah, they are shutting down the bathrooms. Now, I've told the story before. When I first moved to Orlando in '85, a group of the kids that I met at church, at the church group, this was a youth group I was part of, they were a couple years younger than me, so they were still in high school. They went to Evans High School in Pine Hills, and they told me, they were like, we will not go in the bathrooms. We will literally check out of school to go to the restroom before we will go into those bathrooms. That's how whack they were.
So here's the question. What do students do at this high school when they need to use the restroom? They're only going to be open certain times?
It doesn't really say that. It says Kirk wrote that the measures will allow the school to keep, quote, adequate facilities available to students throughout the day. So I'm guessing what they're doing is probably shutting down the bathrooms that have the most action like this, like the ones that may be farthest away or the most hidden, maybe gym bathroom. I mean, just a bathroom that's easy to get to that is a little bit more secluded than the others.
If you go to an all-girl high school, that would be the boys' bathroom.
Oh, really? I mean, I guess so. I guess Kimberly Serwin, whose daughter is a senior at the school, said the limited access has made the school day more stressful. And I guess her student came home and talked about it and said, look, you have to really plan this out when you're going to the restroom now because, there are other people who want to go. I mean, these high schools have what, a couple thousand, 3,000 students now?
Yeah.
Something like that. So if you only have like 2 or 3 bathrooms in a school that has that many students, obviously there's going to be some logistics issues.
Sometimes you got to go. What if you got to go?
The parents are basically pushing back and saying, hey, look, man, for one thing, there's not enough time between classes if you're limiting bathrooms. And secondly, why are you punishing the kids that need to go to the restroom? Like, not everybody's vaping in there. How about just find the ones that are vaping and throw them out and let the other people actually go to the restroom as they're going to class?
Plus, I think about, girls who need to.
Yeah, girls need to do stuff.
You need to use the restroom.
Yeah.
You can't just sit there.
They say, we appreciate your partnership as we work to ensure our campus remains safe, healthy and respectful, in a respectful environment for all students. If you have questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact the school. And I get the feeling he's been contacted because that's a pretty big move. I mean, when you're shutting down but he's made the right point. I mean, it made news. It brought attention to the issue, which is smart. I don't know if that policy is going to work. I mean, I don't know if I'd shut bathrooms down rather than just go, hey, if we catch a vape in the bathroom, we're going to bounce your ass and you can deal with your mom and dad. I mean, I would think that's the case anyway, right? And it's just nicotine. They don't really mention any THC vapes. They just say it's nicotine vapes.
Well,
I don't know how addictive they are. I don't know if they're more addictive than cigarettes. Have you ever done one?
I believe they are because, I mean, I know you can get the dosage of nicotine, you know, the 1 milligram.
Yeah, per hit, right?
Yeah, exactly. But from my understanding, it's a lot more nicotine delivering than what I get in cigarettes. So what ends up happening is like where I could go 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, a lot of these kids cannot because they're really jonesing. And now they're dealing with the anxiety of sitting in class and then they can't vape.
Right, yeah. How are they getting it?
What do you mean?
I mean, you can't buy it as a child. Are you just having their big brother buy it for them?
How did kids get cigarettes?
Yeah, I guess just go to the store and get them, huh? Just look for the one convenience store that doesn't care.
That or someone to sell them to them.
Yeah.
You know,
Online?
someone else to buy them, or you buy them online.
You could buy them online?
I would imagine so. I mean, what verification? Are you 18? Yes.
That's what made me think you couldn't. Because can you buy alcohol online? I know you can buy wine, right? Oh, maybe not. Can you buy alcohol on wine?
But
online?
they make you have to show your ID.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that would be the same with cigarettes, though.
You would think, but they're still getting a hold of them.
I think maybe it's just convenience stores, man. They're not checking. I mean, what are you going to be 18 to buy cigarettes still in the state? Or do you
21.
Have to be 21 now? Maybe that's a little different. Yeah, but when you're 18, I mean, look, a lot of people can pass for 18.
You got to be 21.
Ain't no convenience store like checking for cigarettes. Get out of here. Ain't nobody doing that.
Well, now they do me.
Oh, do they really?
They card every time.
They card you for cigarettes?
Yes.
They
have to by
scan
law.
the back of your license, so it's not even a question anymore.
They will not
would
sell
scan
them to
you too, old man.
Yeah, they don't care how old you look. They need that information.
Don't you say that to me. They'll scan you too, old man.
It's true.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. Every time my wife gets carded for buying a drink, I just I puff my chest out a little bit. That's right. Got myself a young girl there. Of course, she's not.
Texter says they purchased alcohol through Uber one time and it said present ID to driver. He never did. It just dropped it off and sat on his front door. And driver just dropped it off.
Wow, that's
So
the way to
never
do
checked.
it then. So in other words, just call Uber and have them bring you a bottle of whatever.
Yeah.
A handle of Tito's. Or have your principal buy it for you. That seems to be a thing.
Exactly.
That seems to be a thing these days. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I'm excited about the Whiskey Kitchen broadcast, by the way. I usually a little reticent about going out and doing it live because you want the show to sound good, and technically sometimes you can have issues if the internet isn't great or whatever. But we've had a walkthrough from our best engineer, and it looks like we're going to have a really good connection, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay.
A lot of fun.
You hear that, Angel? You're the best engineer.
A lot of fun. And then one last thing before we get out of here today. I saw this story today. When you were young, did you eat the same foods all the time? Like, did you have a repertoire of foods that you ate through your mom cooking or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
yes.
Like in my grandmother's house, we had spaghetti, meatloaf, right?
Right.
We had, cube steak, which is, chicken fried steak, fried chicken, pork chops. There was like a rotation of things you got for dinner, and it was about maybe 10 things, and that was it. Well, they've discovered that there is an IQ association with what you eat when it comes to being a kid.
I'm not surprised.
It said a child's diet at just 2 years old may have lasting implications for how they think and learn years later. And what they're saying is if you have a kid out there under the age of 3 and they're eating almost any level of processed foods, ultra-processed foods, almost any level of it, that it is way detrimental to your child's brain development and the ability for your kid to learn. And they've proven that kids that have a diet that is substantially laden in ultra-processed foods, their IQs are lower across the board, as opposed to kids who eat fruits, vegetables, grains, meats that aren't fried.
Yeah. Wow. Shocker.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It is. It says one pattern described as, quote, healthy included foods like beans, fruits, veggies, baby foods, natural fruit juices. The other, labeled unhealthy, was, snacks, instant noodles. They say sweet biscuits, but that's cookies, right?
Yeah.
Like a sweet biscuit is a cookie?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Candies, soft drinks, sausages, and processed meats.
Like hot dogs?
Yeah, hot dogs.
Hot dogs used to be one.
Yeah, hot dogs and all the
Think of those Lunchables.
Lunch meat.
Because Lunchables is nothing but, processed crackers. You get cheese, you get some sandwich meat, and then cookies.
You want a great experiment to show you just what you're eating? I did this, not the other day, but I've done this before. Ready? Go buy half a pound of all natural turkey breast lunch meat. All natural. In other words, they roasted the turkey breast and they carve it. There's no additives, no preservatives. It hasn't been brined or nothing. They just take a turkey breast, they roast it, and then they slice it up and they give it to you.
Okay.
All right? And then go get one that is a processed turkey breast like you would get from there. And put them in the fridge. And every day smell it. By that third day, that natural turkey breast is going to start going bad because it's not injected with tons of salt, right? That turkey breast will last like literally 11 to 13 days. The other one that isn't processed will last maybe 3 to 3.5 or 4 days, and it'll start going bad. Man, when you have meat with a shelf life of like a couple weeks, that is not good.
No. Well, it's just like you talked about earlier, the Kit Kat bars that used to melt almost as soon as you took it out of the package. The chocolate would start melting in your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
And now it actually takes a hot minute.
Yeah, because it's got all that wax in it because chocolate costs so damn much money.
Right.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us, 77031. Deb, what do you got for news?
The Orange Osceola State Attorney challenges funding cuts. We have an update on a Central Florida woman found dead near State Road 429.
Oh, what were you talking about earlier?
Exactly what we covered during JCS News.
All right.
And then we're going to talk about just how many Girl Scout cookies did a Pittsburgh girl sell.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a little.
Yeah. In other words, everybody at this woman's work hates her. That's what we know for
And
sure.
Do you know what they cost now?
Well, aren't they usually like $7 a box or something?
Okay, yeah. So I guess you do know.
Yeah.
I remember they were $3.50 a box.
Yeah.
I think that's the last time I bought them.
I think the last time I bought them, they were like $5.50 or $6 a box. So it doesn't really shock me that they're that much anymore. So,
well, we'll tell you how many she sold and more coming up next during You Heard It Here First.
all right, let's take a little break. We'll come back and get Deb's news. Get the hell out of here on a Wednesday.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
iHeartRadio. Olympics update.
Michaela Schifrin's Olympic medal drought is over. She took home the gold in the women's slalom, erasing the demons from a shutout in Beijing.
It's being proud and grateful. I think that's maybe gratitude is the thing I feel the most.
It was Schifrin's third Olympic gold, breaking the American record for most won at alpine skiing. U.S. snowboarder Jake Cantor is taking home a bronze after a podium finish in the men's slopestyle final.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey there, Central Florida, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. Mainly clear skies through the rest of the overnight tonight. Temperatures sinking down into the mid and upper 50s. And we're going to be in for another gorgeous sunshine-filled day tomorrow. Temperatures, though, are heating up. We're seeing those temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Taking a look Thursday and Friday, upper 80s on Saturday, but don't get too comfy. Temperatures will be cooling down as a cold front moves through on Sunday, bringing us in some scattered showers.
This report is sponsored by SuperSure.
Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, not a little sure, but super sure. The seismic shift is coming. Super sure, coming soon.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $25,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word TRUST right now to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
Where do you go to get the best deals on new Nissans?
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
New 2026 Nissan Rogues drive today with 0% financing for 60 months. Plus, get our exclusive Sutherland for Life lifetime powertrain warranty on every new Nissan at Sutherland Nissan of Orlando or online at orlandonissan.com.
Sutherland. Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
With approved credit through NMAC.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Facing an injury is tough, but choosing the right attorney shouldn't be. I'm Mo DeWitt, your Orlando injury attorney. With my zero-fee guarantee, you won't pay a single dime unless we get you money for your injuries. No hidden costs, no upfront fees, just dedicated, hardworking lawyers when you need them the most. Why wait? If you're injured on the go, visit justcallmo.com or give us a call at 1-800-CALL-MO. It's that easy.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. This may be a short month, but it could be a big one for your trade. Trade values can vary by thousands depending upon where you go. But at Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade. And that competition could mean up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Shop one of the area's largest Kia inventories at greenwaykias.com. We make the deals other dealers won't. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced, expires 3/5/26.
I was ordering food for the office from the same few places for too long.
For workplaces suffering with office food fatigue, every day's a struggle.
Before starting Easy Cater, I assumed having no good vegan options for Carl in finance was normal.
Easy Cater is designed to treat OFF with a huge variety of favorite restaurants, plus tools to help you meet dietary needs and stay on budget. Use daily. One platform lets you save time and shine. Ask your app store about Easy Cater or start an order at easycater.com.
There's no championship league for small business owners, but if there was, you'd be at the top of the standings. Because going pro with Lenovo Pro means you've got the winning formation, one-on-one advice, IT solutions, and customized hardware powered by Intel Core Ultra processors help you stay ahead of the competition. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. Sign up for free at lenovo.com/pro.
Lenovo.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Pavers Depot.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to remind us to look ahead. Looking ahead tomorrow on Real Radio. Exciting as the Monsters broadcast live from the iHeart Performance Studio. They'll have a hot wing eating contest and also live music with the band Light Watch. It all starts tomorrow at 6 a.m. on Real Radio. When it comes time for you to look ahead for you and what's best for your family, do it with the team at TK Law. Simply go online to onefirmforlife.com.
You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show.
In my opinion, the very best candy bar was the PB Max. Peanut butter was better, had a good cookie in it, and the chocolate was awesome. And my favorite all-time candy bar was Marathon. Lasted a good long time. One whole foot of chewy caramel, dipped in chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it was good.
Get those fillings out of there. All right, 407-916-1041. Text 77031. I am Jim. Deb is right there.
Hello.
So is Jack.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to send out a quick thank you or a quick congratulations. My mother-in-law has worked at the same company for about 18 years now. She has been a beyond exemplary employee. Any company on planet Earth would be lucky to have her as an employee. She is the most loyal, the most trustworthy person that you could ever possibly have work for your company. It would be like winning the employee lottery, having a woman like my mother-in-law work at your company. After 18 years, today was her last day.
Wow, congratulations.
So she retired. So Melinda, great job. You're awesome. Great career. I love you very much. And you deserve every second of free time that you have from this moment on.
That's right. Happy retirement.
All right.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Especially if the son-in-law is hanging around.
Oh, they're moving, man. They're getting out of here. They're going to do their whole life. I love it. I'm so happy for them. But again, welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
And Jack is here as well. Tomorrow we have Danny Meyering in tomorrow. We'll finally see Glenn Klausman tomorrow, I think. Mm-hmm. Haven't seen Glenn in a little bit. Let's see, what else will we have tomorrow?
I think that's it.
That's it tomorrow? All right.
What? No, come on, man.
What's it tomorrow? Yeah. And then, of course, we have our Whiskey Kitchen broadcast coming up on Friday. We'll be the live in Mount Dora, and I cannot wait for that. A lot of fun.
Man, I just hope I don't drive to Maitland before I realize I could have stayed home.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, this is the one time that you and I will have like a literally golf cart ride to the house instead of the 30-minute drive we have home on. And Jack will have to drive for a while.
Exactly.
I don't like it.
Hey, is Naomi coming out?
She might. I'm hoping.
Yeah. That's cool. I thought, is she not working this weekend?
I don't know if she's got any gigs this weekend. She had a couple last weekend.
Let me ask you about her career real quick. Do you mind?
Sure.
Okay. So she works with a group called the Buzzcats, right?
Occasionally with the Buzzcats.
And that's why I'm asking, because I didn't know. I know that she does, she also has a duo thing she does.
Uh-huh.
That she also works for like is it a big band setup?
So Buzzcats are a bigger band setup, but
they can pick and choose which instruments they want.
Right. And she'll occasionally work with them. She works primarily now with a band called Dance Express.
Okay. Cover band type thing?
Yeah. And she works with other bands that occasionally she'll fill in. So she does a lot of fill-in work with about a handful of bands, like half a dozen different groups.
Yeah. Does she limit her schedule for performances for a week or whatever? Does she do as many as she can get, or how do you guys manage that?
Yeah, whatever works for her. She's available, but it's usually like 2 or 3 gigs a week.
Oh, really?
Would be max.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Does she do any of the convention center stuff? Does she do the Buzzcats get work out there?
She has in the past.
Yeah.
And sometimes if she's at a convention center, well, usually it's when it's a group that hires a band, a local band, that would be one. And she's done that with several different bands. Or sometimes it's when she gets hired to do the national anthem.
Got it.
Because a lot of time conventions, if they have groups in, they'll have someone do the anthem. And so that's when she has to be out there or one of the convention rooms at 7 a.m. call time to do the anthem.
Yeah, I saw a girl online, and she does the cover type thing, and she does the heart thing, right? And if you're a female performer, a vocalist, and you want to show people you got the pipes, I mean, taking on a couple of heart tunes will tune them right up. And I saw a girl, and she reminded me so much of Naomi.
Yeah.
Same kind of hair, same face shape and stuff, and almost exactly the same vocal tone as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it was just kind of cool, because I love good, powerful female voices, and she's got a great one, too, so. All right, 407-916-1041. Deb, what do you got for news?
It's time for You Heard It Here First on The Jim Colbert Show.
Well, ding, ding, ding. We've got another clash between Orlando State Attorney Monique Worrell and State Attorney General James Uthmeier.
These guys love each other.
Oh, man.
They flirt weird.
What's the worst part is all of the residents that suffer because of it.
Yeah, sure.
So Worrell claims Uthmeier's office rewrote her application for a federal grant to pay for victims' advocates as political payback.
The Ninth Judicial Circuit is being treated differently and more harshly than every other circuit in Florida after voters had the audacity to re-elect me.
Worrell claims the application would slash support for domestic violence advocates. She says that's the number one crime category in her circuit and insists other prosecutors aren't getting the same treatment. Uthmeyer has accused Worrell's office of not doing enough to prosecute violent crimes. The Lake County Sheriff's Office continues to investigate the death of a 49-year-old DeBerry woman whose body was found this morning near a highway intersection. The woman was found in a grassy area near State Road 46 and Sleepy Bear Lane near State Road 429. Investigators don't suspect foul play in the incident, but they're really confused because troopers stated the woman appeared to have been walking along State Road 429 during the overnight hours. And evidence at the scene apparently suggests that she tripped over the side of the roadway and fell 20 to 30 feet to her death.
Damn, what?
So now they're trying to figure out what led up. What was she doing when she was walking? Why was she walking? Did she have a medical episode that caused her to trip over the side of the highway?
Let me ask a silly question. If this happens and someone comes upon you a couple hours later and you've been drinking, can they tell that?
It would be in your blood.
It would be in your blood, right?
Yeah.
But if they didn't take a blood at that time, I mean,
I would imagine that they would.
Yeah, they probably have to, right?
Yeah, because they're going to do all kinds of toxicology tests to determine, was it medical? Was it drug-induced? Was it alcohol-induced?
she just got drunk and started walking and just fell over the side. God, dog, that's crazy,
Did her
man.
car break down?
Yeah.
And, so again, investigators right now haven't determined why the woman was walking in the area, but they're trying to figure out what was going on leading up to her slipping and falling off the side of 429.
Do they say how old she is?
49 years old from DeBerry.
Wow, crazy.
So not even anywhere near her home.
Yeah. Nuts.
And then finally, a young Pittsburgh girl continues to sell a record number of Girl Scout cookies. Girl Scouts of Western Pennsylvania says 6-year-old Pim Neal has now sold more than this many boxes of cookies.
10,000.
I was going to say that stupid number. It's so ridiculous.
You know why?
It is so ridiculous.
Because we're thinking the same way.
Thank you. Deb just told me that's too low. Thanks, Deb. I'll go 15,000.
Get down with your dumb news, Deb.
15,000.
Points for neither of you. 106,000.
Get out of here.
Boxes of cookies across all 50 states after going viral on social media. Her TikTok page called Life of Pim now has how many followers?
Oh, man. 400,000.
A million.
Point to Jimmy. 63,000 followers.
Oh, okay.
You're 6 years old with 63,000 followers.
I've only worked 30 years to get 12. It's
Exactly.
fine. I do not feel that at all. Everything's good.
No doubt in my mind that 6-year-old works more and understands social media much better than you.
Oh, without a doubt. All three of us.
If I studied for a month,
I wouldn't get it.
And you put her in a room with nothing.
But what's so cute is that this little 6-year-old sells 106,000 boxes of cookies and says she wants to go to Girl Scout camp this summer, go on adventures with her troop, and bring service projects to the Pittsburgh community through her cookie sales.
That's very cool.
So all that success not lost on her. Congratulations, Pim.
I know who knows when Girl Scout cookie season is here. It's every person that works in an office because every mom.
Right.
You can see them
And
walking
dad.
down the hallway with those order sheets and people dive into rooms.
And close doors.
Know this. If you're selling your kids Girl Scout cookies in an office, everybody hates your guts.
When you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
All right, who do we have to thank today?
All right, well, first we want to thank a little in-house thing, but they put a lot of work into this. The Central Florida iHeart Vibes crew.
Oh, man.
And Tibby's New Orleans Kitchen for our delicious lunch today. Thank you guys for all of that hard work
and
you put into that event.
Thanks for reminding me how good your shrimp and grits are.
Oh,
Holy
man.
God, you guys do such a good job. So it's legit, by the way. I've been in New Orleans 25, whatever. And I'm telling you, when you go to Tibby's, that's as close as you're going to get to it in Orlando.
Well, the cool thing I was telling you earlier, food is good when you don't have to heat it up or put salt on it, and it's still delicious.
Yeah, their jambalaya, their etouffee. I mean, all of their stereotypical Southern classics from New Orleans are absolutely killing it.
Also want to thank Kenny Tallier and Kayak from the Pet Alliance, Scott Maxwell, the Orlando Sentinel columnist. Just in case you missed their podcast, they have already been posted at the Jim Colbert Show. I also want to thank Joel Warren for filling in for Ross Padgett for Good Sauce with Ross and Joel on at 8 o'clock tonight. And last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Thanks, guys. Question of the day?
Do you vape?
30% say yes.
100% correct. 30% say yes.
All right.
Liar.
On behalf of Deb and Jack, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters of the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time. Our friends from Real Laughs, Good Sauce. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Wednesday evening.
And go put hump in your day. Bye. Sorry.
I don't know about that.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show, The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Usual slowdowns and delays at this time of the evening. I-4 westbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road is a slow ride. 417 Greenway southbound before International World Center Drive. There's an accident there blocking the shoulder and tapping the brakes.